second. What is your beef? Why do you have such a problem with me?
Can we get the real Andy? I would prefer the real Andy.
Oh, let's get the real Max. I'll take off my mask when you take off your mask, brother.
Because who's your new favorite YouTuber, Ian, that wanted to be on the show with us?
The Madman. The Madman.
Mad Movie Man.
Let's bring on Max Movies because he scares the living shit out of me. Hold on.
Oh, wow.
Mad Max says, I think you should apologize. Right? I'm sitting here in a goddamn torn down pool house.
I don't even know who
the
you
pool
are.
house is torn apart. Okay, it's torn apart because I'm remodeling on my $70 webcam. Okay, I'm no better than you.
Movie Madness Entertainment.
Welcome, everyone. It's Friday night. I'm late. I'm sorry. Gonna have a good show tonight. Have some great topics. I don't know who's gonna. I'm not sure who's gonna show up. That's fine. I know on the lounge they're supposed to have Robert Meyer Burnett to talk about Trek. So I said, yeah, Brian, you got to be there. You got to be there. So we'll have some fun though. We got Voltaire is here. Hey, Voltaire, how's it going?
Hi and hello, everybody.
Hey. Good. I slept in. Long work week. Woo.
If you actually started at 7, people would get confused, so it's okay.
Yeah. That's if I streamed right after work, I wouldn't have any energy. That's why I take long naps.
Yeah, sure.
Because I talk to customers all day long. I just would be drained.
Yeah.
But
it has been a hell of a week too, for whatever reason, for me at work too. So I get it.
Yeah. Lots of Karens out there. I'm a very nice customer service guy, but man, and the ones that are the worst are you really help them, and they're like they treat you like shit anyway.
Yeah.
I helped you. You know that I helped you.
Yeah.
No. Kavari says late. No, this isn't Amber Heard in the thumbnail. That's not Amber Heard. Wait a second. Oh no! Well, you left too early, CJH. Uh-oh. I'm never taking my mask off. It's more fun. You know what's funny is when you have when you have friends, no one cares about your mask. It's only when you're like have grievances, then like, and you wear a mask. It's very funny. I'm not naming any names or anything. I'm just saying it's very funny. Like you never had a problem with that before.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, what does it matter? Lots of people don't even get on camera, which I understand. Right. You have a career too. It's like it's not worth it. The internet's not worth it. If I was going to do this full time, yeah, maybe.
Correct. If I could do it full time, 100%, I'd be on camera. But yeah,
it's not worth it. All right, let me get to the first main topic here. Let me see if I could get a picture up here. Where's my thumbnail? Now, I also am getting annoyed with all the fantastic. Everyone's been Fantastic Four. Everyone's been Reed Richards and Invisible Woman. But it seems like they're actually getting it together now. They're going to have to start getting this production ready. And an announcement I've heard consistently from other movie pundits and sources that a announcement about casting is going to happen soon.
What, Comic-Con?
I'm assuming maybe Comic-Con. There's some other, who knows? Disney has all types of events where they want your customers' money.
Yeah.
There's going to be something, and also that would give a lot of a positive announcement for the future of the MCU. We're getting the Fantastic Four. We're getting it done right. Yeah.
Have they even announced a director though, or anything like that?
I think there's a director. Let me check. Good question.
I didn't mean to put you on the spot.
No.
World Champ, why do you think that Superman Legacy wouldn't get made? I mean, he's actually started on it.
Hey, World Champ. Nice to see you, man. Yeah, he's getting pre-production ready. I think it's going to get made, World Champ. I just don't know about the rest. That's my question. Like, okay, this gets made. What happens to the rest? And just like everyone, it's very weird where people are so scoopers are wrong 100% of the time. No, they're not. I think Grace Randolph was really on the money when she says Zaslav wants to flip it. Take down the cost, flip it. By that point, you'll have a new Superman, and sky's the limit of what you want to do. Hopefully it's successful.
Big movie for James Gunn.
Yeah, let me see if
Super chat came in. Oh,
okay. Hold on. Cool. World Champ $4.99. Oh, just so you know, World Champ, I'm not even mentioning their names anymore. So I will ignore that part. I'm no shade on you, and now you're a paying customer now. It's just for my own sanity. I will not be even alluding or joking even the slightest bit on prior associates. Please understand that. Reporting that Vanessa Kirby is Sue Storm. I guess they're a scooper now. I don't know. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't even know who Vanessa Kirby is.
I'm Googling it as we speak, actually.
I'm actually looking up director. Let me see. Matt Shackman is officially directing Fantastic Four.
All right. I got to look him up too now to see what work he's done.
And Vanessa Kirby.
She was in The Crown and Mission Impossible.
Vanessa Kirby.
All right. Nothing I've seen her in. I haven't seen anything she's...
not this one. I really don't like her.
Oh, really?
I mean, I don't hate her, but she's like in the John Wick movies. She's like my least favorite. Yeah, I saw her. She's potentially on the list here. She's like my least favorite action woman star. I don't know, something about it just doesn't seem. She seems slightly cheesy to me, like over the top. When she's in, I think she was in Fast and Furious too, or
yeah,
Hobbs
I saw
and
that.
Shaw.
Shaw, yeah.
Yeah, I just nothing against her personally. It's just whenever I see her, yeah, exactly. She saw Sister.
Yeah, well, as World Champ said, take that with a grain of salt. You know what I mean?
No, but she is in consideration. It's just that would be. We can actually we don't want to be like mistaken as being misogynistic, like rating women, but we are going to look at list of potential invisible women stars, and I would say pick your favorite on acting ability, or I mean, yeah, you could be slightly superficial about the look, the classic Sue Storm look, you know?
Right. Well, that's important with all these men and women with casting, the classic look and how it represents a look that came from the comics. You can either go with trying to get it or go in a completely different direction, Nick Fury style. But you know, the classic look is the main goal.
And this is what I think is going to happen.
I don't like her.
You don't like Allison Williams?
No, she's a nepo baby, number one. You know, I don't like them. But I don't think she's anything special as far as being an actress or anything.
Okay. Well,
get a blonde. Can't they get a blonde? I mean, come on.
Yeah. You could dye she's had blonde hair dyed before.
Yeah, you picked a good.
I think she's very striking with her facial features that really looks like the classic Invisible Woman.
Mm-hmm.
And the blue eyes. I don't know if those are natural blue eyes. I don't know. No. And she has the Adam Driver connection already. She's worked with him on Girls. So if they go Adam Driver, it's not, you know, you don't have to get someone he's worked with, but they already have a working relationship already. A good working relationship. Not Leah Dunham is kind of out. She's gone. I don't even know what happened to her.
You don't hear.
I wasn't against her or anything, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, she's not.
She's not Sue Storm.
No. Carl Weathers is causing drama on Twitter now. Mandalorian cast is cursed.
What did Carl Weathers do? No,
I don't know. I mean, He said
Apollo?
happy birthday to Gina Carano.
That's causing trouble, RJ or CJH. Come on.
Yeah. I don't know. He's being political, but people give Carl Weathers a pass. You know, they're like, yeah, let Carl Weathers be, because he at least crosses past the aisle politically to say, you know, good job, or I liked working with Gina. You know, he does that much. And unfortunately, people are so tribal that they won't even do that. So I think that's why people give him a pass. I think Carl Weathers will be okay. But wait,
you know, I'm an Elon Musk fan, but I don't like this blue check mark thing, because I don't know if this is a real Carl Weathers Twitter, but CJH follows him, so I'm going to presume it is.
yeah, I follow him too.
Oh, do you? Okay. It looks like he's tweeting religious stuff. All right, whatever. All right.
Maybe later, Senior Nerd. I kind of like me and Voltaire for now. Just now, it's nice. We get through the topics. I don't know how long I'm going to go tonight, too. It might be a shorter stream, because I want to get some gaming in, and then I want to see what happens with the Picard stream over at the lounge. Although it's supposed to start right now. Stay hydrated. Absolutely. I drink lots of water. I also have a Bud Light here. I'm just deciding whether I should open it or not.
It's Friday night. You know, you got to get through that 18 brick you bought. So, you know.
Yeah. I've just been craving beer with all this beer talk. No, I really have. It's nothing. It's not super political. It was it was kind of cheeky to get Bud Light. Honestly, next time I go, I doubt I'll get Bud Light again, because it's not bad, but it's not great.
Well, you promised Jeffrey that you would, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
All right, so get those thumbs up there. Let's bring up the article where we discuss, if I could find it. Where is it? Oh, here it is. Okay, Fantastic Four. I'm very excited about Fantastic Four. It's very frustrating to hear people online say Fantastic Four, I'm not even excited about it. My friends, I'm like, what?
Yeah, you know what? And I know that I mentioned this the other night and people disagreed with me. I mean, the other movies just were okay. They didn't blow anyone away, you know, and I think that they didn't get the mass appeal for a reason, you know. So I just don't think people are hyped. They're worried they're going to mess it up, but I have faith. I think the property's good. The characters are great.
Yeah. So here is the article that got this topic started. And they're actually suggesting that Mila Kunis, hold on. Why? I have too many freaking articles open. Where is it?
Well,
here it is. Okay. They're actually saying Mila Kunis could be a potential. Would they keep her just brunette, or would they dye her hair? I don't know. Kind of be a travesty to dye her hair. I don't know. What do you think if they cast her?
I almost feel like they should hair color swap if they're going to have a brunette actress, and just leave it brunette, truthfully.
Yeah, but then that would cause controversy too, not a blonde. You know, but they did that with Jessica. I have news for everyone. Jessica Alba is not blonde.
What?
So they've done this before with Jessica Alba. So yeah.
She's good. Everybody loves her.
I mean, she's a fun actress to have in geek culture as well, so I wouldn't be opposed to it at all.
How old is she now, though? God, she's got to be in her late 30s at least, if not into her 40s at this point.
Well, I think for Reed and Invisible Woman, that might be okay. Maybe Mike, maybe Johnny is younger, right?
Yeah.
Let me see.
She's 41.
Mila Kunis is 41.
Yeah.
Okay, you're faster on the Google than I am.
Yeah.
So we'll go through this list here and pick our favorites.
Okay.
She wouldn't be my favorite. I think she'd be fun. Vanessa Kirby, bottom of the list. Bottom of the list for me. The rumor, she just seems cheesy to me. The way she blue steals it at the camera or something. She looks like super serious. Like,
well, she's blue stealing it in that picture, isn't she?
Yeah,
you know?
I don't know. So it says Randolph pointed out the scooper emphasized Vanessa Kirby is reportedly in the running only, not decided. I mean, she does have kind of the look, though. I won't lie.
She does.
Mila Kunis, I think she would be fun. I don't know. I'm also kind of swaying this towards that we're gonna actually get Adam Driver cast, and who would be a good fit to go along with Adam Driver, kind of.
Yeah.
I don't think Mila Kunis would be a good match to act against Adam Driver. It's a more serious actor, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Allison Williams, that's my go-to. I think definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, she's not naturally blonde, but Jodie Comer.
Oh, I like her.
She's a strong strong possibility. She's been in a lot of geek culture, Free Guy, The Last Duel. I think that would work.
She's good. She's really good in The Last Duel, by the way.
Yes, that was a great movie.
Yeah.
And she also has a working relationship with Adam Driver, too.
Good point. Yeah.
Right. So those would be, out of the four, we are not ranking women to be misogynistic or superficial. We're rating who we think would go well with Adam Driver. The disclaimer is out there, so if you still have a problem, I don't know.
We're just in the casting room. It's a completely legitimate casting room.
We're at the casting couch. I mean, the casting room.
There's no couch.
Shoot, did I
There's
say
no
that?
Black leather couch.
No,
we're at
no,
like a table.
casting couch.
There's a lot of women around. There's a bunch of people around. There's
It's
a lot
a
of
safe place.
Completely safe.
Safe space.
Mm-hmm.
So a safe space for casting of Invisible Woman. I would go Allison Williams first, Jodie Comer, Mila Kunis, and then Vanessa Kirby, if I must, for number 4, would be, I think would be the best. Even though she's kind of got the look, it's all about acting ability to me. And I get a cringe feeling when I watch her and she's in a lot of blockbuster action movies. I think she was even in Mission Impossible too. And I didn't like her there either. So that's mine. Voltaire, go ahead.
It's just those 4.
Well, that's all there's been more rumored in the past, but she's been the most consistent coming up.
She's number 1.
Along with, okay, she's number 1 for you?
She's number 1, followed by a gap, in my opinion. That's how good she looks as Sue Storm. Then I would go Mila Kunis, because she's fun. She's likable. You know what I mean? I think, and she's a good actress, in my opinion. Then I'm going to go against you, and I'm going to go that blonde, and then I'm going to, I don't want Brian Williams' daughter. She's the least of it, in my opinion. She's the least Sue Storm like to me.
Oh wow, all this Nepo baby stuff. Does that count if their parents are in a different segment of entertainment? Her father was a news reporter. So does that give her a leg up?
If he can get her in with certain agents who know certain casting directors and casting people, yes, it's a leg up. But beyond that, I've seen her work. She is, by the way, she's not a bad actress. I watched Girls. She's not a bad actress. She just doesn't blow me away or anything like that. She doesn't seem Sue Storm-like to me.
I could see Jennifer Lawrence, Gina Carano. Sure. Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga's going to do everything, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know about Lady Gaga.
I don't know. Well, that's a good question. If it's apart from this list, who would I cast? I guess I would cast Anya Taylor-Joy, but she's kind of soft-spoken, isn't she?
Yeah.
I can't think of anyone else off the top of my head, but I think Jodie Comer is a winner.
Jodie Comer's been coming up consistently with all these rumors for a long time.
Strange Marvels Nepo Baby is somebody who's an actress or something like that who had a famous parent that kind of
they kind of got something else on the resume than their work performance. Nepotism, Nepo Baby,
right.
So it's I'm not against them because they can't help it either sometimes. There's now if they are a Nepo Baby and they're there just because of that only and not their abilities, that's all subjective, honestly, right?
Yeah. Sure.
So then I'm like,
some of them are good actors. I'm not going to say they're all bad.
So I am not against MME is not against Nepo Babies, just Voltaire.
That's
I'm
just
just
my
kidding.
personal opinion.
I'm
I
just
don't
kidding.
represent the views of MME.
No, you do. We have different opinions here, but
Mhm.
I personally don't care as long as they're just like everything. I've gotten to the point with all these arguments, not even in nerd fandom, just I don't, as long as you deliver a good product and you're not actually committing a crime, I'm just like, I don't care. That's where I've got to the point because I'm like, if we're gonna go down this route, there's problems with everybody. And I
Yeah.
just don't give a shit.
And just don't come from a place of hate or bad faith. That's all.
Uh,
That's it. We discuss these
It's open.
things.
Woo!
Yeah. There we go. Friday night, Max is hitting up his 18 brick. Well, it's only a 16 brick.
Well, I'm
Now-
only having one tonight.
yeah, only one. Come on.
Yeah, I have my medicine.
You had a
my
rough week.
medicine.
You're a
I have.
working man.
I am working, man.
hmm
And I could say I still drink Bud Light. Oh, I have something funny on Twitter, which is quite funny. I'll share that. I want to bring back the best of Twitter too, but I don't have
like that
anything
segment.
prepared. I
You
do.
You got to get on AI and make a jingle for it. Figure out how to do that, or get someone to make you a jingle because that's a good segment, and it's a good
Yeah.
thing for shorts too. By the way.
Yeah, and I have to get back to shorts because I'll be honest with you. I had a goal last month for getting 100K views, and we accomplished that.
Congrats.
It didn't help anything with the money. It's just for getting subs and
promotion,
grows.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of work to do that. So I took
How
this
did those
week
shorts
easy.
do for you?
Well, some of them did really good.
Some of them were really, really. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
surprised. They were-
and it helped with the demographics of the channel. I think that's the only way, unless you do hate bait content or your edited content is so transformative and next level, or you get lucky with you're the first one on a certain subject. If you're just generally doing the certain type of content, I think that's the only way to grow your channel anymore is the shorts.
Yeah, it's
to
funny.
actually get sub growth. Yeah.
Yeah, because I hear a lot of YouTubers complaining that YouTube is pushing people to do shorts. Well, then do shorts.
Yeah, it is. I didn't
Like, I
want to
mean,
do
honestly,
it.
I'm going to tell you, like, and I'm not telling you what to do. I mean, but like Mandalorian finale, you should do a short. Just fire
The only
one
problem
out.
you have to be careful with them though too, because people have also been getting demonetized on shorts if you're not careful with copyrighted content. So you have to be really transformative. That's why I pause so much, and that's where people get annoyed with me. Max, you pause too much. There's a reason.
Yeah, go watch the show. I mean,
No. I don't like to pause that much either, but you got to pause and comment. It cannot just be showing clips or you'll put your whole channel at risk. But look at this. Our good pal Sean O'Rourke is also having a bud on Twitter.
Yeah, he's been active about that, I saw.
And we have, here we go, Sean. We have Kid Rock exposed. Out to dinner with a Bud Light because that's what real men do. And then look at this. Kid Rock back in the day really going to town on that bottle next to a drag queen. Oh boy, Kid Rock, you're exposed. I mean, that is a weird way to drink. Do you ever see anyone?
Oh, come on. What's so weird?
I mean, I'm serious. That's kind of like he's really going to town on that bottle. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it's a bit suggestive based on that
Yes.
picture.
I don't know. I don't drink my beer like that. I drink my beer with a straw, brother.
Yeah, that's
Okay, that's all I had there.
yeah, good for Sean. He's going hard on this.
Yeah, he's having fun. It's honestly, I don't know even what to believe on that. If they are actually suffering, like, how does everyone know you lost $7 billion? How do they know that within a week? How does the numbers come that quick? That's a
yeah.
I know it's an old photo, but it shows that he's okay with Bud Light and drag queens. You post a lot of twerk videos on TikTok? Oh no.
There you go. That'll get you views.
Yeah. All right. So that's that. Let me see what other articles we have here. Oh, this is exciting. Did you like Ghostbusters Afterlife?
Yeah, I liked it. It was good.
I'm very excited for the sequel. Now, this might be spoilers for some people if you don't want to know anything about the sequel. I like positive spoilers. You know, I'm not into the culture war spoiling things just because I'm mad that they might have a political angle or social commentary in the product. But if it's something that is exciting for nerd culture, I can't help myself, honestly.
Yeah, it's fun.
So this is a spoiler for Ghostbusters Afterlife 2. It's about a potential cameo. So you've been warned. You've been warned. Okay, here, let's bring it up here. Okay, Ghostbusters Afterlife. Oh, I have 2 ghost stories. Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel set picks spoil the return of an original Ghostbusters star. Afterlife sequels picture show Ernie Hudson, Paul Rudd, and another actor from the original Ghostbusters. So that's great, man.
So what's a spoiler?
He's in
Ernie Hudson?
Ernie Hudson.
Well, I would hope they would put Ernie Hudson in. Ernie Hudson's actually a good actor.
Yeah, let me bring up a bigger picture here. Yeah, that's great. I mean, who else are they going to get from the original? What's her name? Did they have the lady that used to be the secretary for the Ghostbusters? I forget her name.
Yeah, I think they did have her.
Okay. Yeah, Hudson rolls. Absolutely.
Yeah, why not? I mean, Bill Murray's a jerk about it, right?
But from what I understand, Bill Murray held out on doing a Ghostbusters 3, and then the one actor died.
Yeah, and he was that was what Harold Ramis, what he was trying to get Bill Murray to do it, and they had it script and everything, and Bill Murray put a stop. Well, not put a stop, but he just wouldn't participate, so it never got done.
So I'm very excited for this. I kind of want to. I only watched it once.
Same.
I want to rewatch it again. Yeah, he ruined the sequel plans.
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a really good video game on the Xbox One era.
Correct, which was supposed to be the script for Ghostbusters 3. And apparently, if you watch all the cutscenes, many people have put it together as a movie. It's actually what the original Ghostbusters 3 was supposed to be.
Yeah.
I've never done it, but I've talked to people, and they've tried to talk to me. I tried to watch it one night, and I fell asleep, actually.
Yeah, so I'm very, very excited for that. I don't think there's anything else to take from this article, except just the...
Well, I'm happy they're continuing with the franchise.
Let me bring up the Reitman comment, because isn't it Ivan Reitman the son that's directing? That's also cool.
Okay, now he's a nepo baby, but he's he's super talented. His movie, he's proven that he has the talent to actually, carry his own thing.
So Reitman added a few years ago, my father, Ghostbusters and Ghostbusters 2 director Ivan Reitman, handed me the keys to Ecto 1, and together we made Ghostbusters Afterlife. Words will never express how grateful I am to have made a film with my father by my side. I was checking to see what's going on with the dogs. Oh, there you are. It's now time to hand those keys to my creative partner and fellow Ghostbuster, Gil Kennan, a brilliant director who will keep the Spengler spirit alive. I can only hope to provide him with the same producerial care and support that my father showed me. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that, though.
Why isn't he doing it?
Yeah, right. I kind of want Reitman to do it again. Oh, well. I mean, I'm still excited. It's not going to temper my expectation. Like, it's not going to make me less excited for the project. I like that kind of handing off to the next generation, even behind the camera.
Well, and he's super talented too. So,
yeah.
Well,
I probably have to see what he's going to do next then. Maybe he'll revitalize something else. I don't know. I hope he works on another franchise, because that was the right way to do it, I think. Okay. We're probably going to end early tonight, Voltaire, because we're blazing through these articles, just me and you. We're doing good, though.
Yeah, of course Max is going to react to Campia's out-of-theater review of Flash when he watches it next week. Come on, how could you not?
Oh, when's that coming? Oh, he's going to do it next week?
According to that boy, he is, yeah.
Ooh, yes, I am. Yes, I am. Absolutely. Okay, let's see what next. Let me see. Okay, we have Anna de Armas Ghosted with Captain America. What's his name? Chris. I forget the actor's name. Damn it. Ghosted review. Let me bring that up here. It'll be in the article. Let's see what people are saying about this. This is on Apple Plus.
Disappointing streaming service so far. Truthfully.
But his dad passed before, didn't he? Didn't he pass before? I respect that. I respect. Maybe he would. I honestly, I don't know the details. Maybe he did pass right after or during. I don't know. I'll have to see. Chris Evans. Yes. Okay. All right. So here is the Ghosted review. This is on Apple Plus. Chris Evans and Anna de Armas. I like Anna de Armas, but I'm not like a huge, people go over the moon for her. I don't know. What do you think of Anna de Armas?
I'm okay with her. I have no strong feelings one way or another, to be honest with you.
Yeah. She's going to be in the spinoff for John Wick, I believe, the Ballerinas. This seems like a good film. Unfortunately, I do not have Apple Plus anymore.
Me neither.
So I probably would watch this. It seems like it could be fun. Maybe they could have picked her as Invisible Woman. I don't know.
She was. She got a lot of. Well, yeah. I mean, she got a lot of credit for that Marilyn Monroe movie she did,
and a lot of heat too, because people didn't. Yeah, you love the hoodie. It's my robe, Chubby Teddy. My chubby. It's my robe. Ivan Wright. Okay, so I can understand that more now. Yeah, would bring back memories. Still being involved but producing. So let's see. It's a 7 out of 10.
And it's a TV show. Is that, or is it a movie?
It's a movie,
and it's on Apple Plus.
It's like a blockbuster type movie, like we used to get in the theaters more. Besides before the era of comic book movies, like action comedy, romantic type thing.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to release all the Ted Lasso episodes. Once they're all done, then I'll go renew my Apple subscription and I'll check this out.
Oh, you like Ted Lasso?
Ted Lasso is a terrific show. Fun show.
Oh yeah, I've watched the first 2 seasons as well.
Yeah.
Shrinking is really good.
I've never. Yeah, the M. Night Shyamalan show is not bad either. The Servant, it's called.
Yeah. All right, so I might check it. I wouldn't rush to go to Apple Plus for that type of review, though. But if you get an opportunity, I think it might be a good, I'm going to say not like a rental, but a good movie on the weekend if you have nothing else to watch.
Sure.
Let me see here. Ooh, this is exciting. I kind of like the Sherlock Holmes movies with Robert Downey Jr.
Yes, I love those.
I have to watch the second one again. It's been a while. And let's be honest, Iron Man took him away from doing a third one for a while, but now he's got the time, right?
Yeah.
Don't you think that's why we never got a third one before?
Sure, he's too busy. He's all involved in Endgame and all that kind of thing.
The first 2 Sherlock movies, he made them in tandem when he was just as Iron Man 1 and 2. And then when he was in Avengers 2, it kind of it took him away. It took him away from other properties. But now he's got an opportunity to come back. Also, is that Jude Law is also in it?
Yeah, that's right.
He's Watson.
Watson, yeah.
Yeah. So Sherlock Holmes 3 is a priority for Robert Downey Jr. Susan Downey says in a video, oh, there's a video. No, I don't want to sign up. Oh, damn you, Rap. How do I get rid of this?
I have no idea.
Oh, the Rap, you suck.
There you go.
It's going to do it again. Where's the video? Okay. Well, I'll just read it. It's been more than 10 years since Robert Downey Jr. Sherlock Holmes informed us that Game of Shadows wasn't necessarily the end. And though it's been a long road, his wife and fellow producers say that remains true. And this is why actors always come back, even when they say they're not interested, because those back end deals, it's just like on TV shows. Once you reach a certain number of episodes, you get more cheddar on the back end of those, in syndication. And so there's always reasons to come back. If you have a series of movies, once you get to the third and fourth, you start really making some bank. So I wouldn't be surprised if he comes back for a couple more, honestly.
Well, why not? What's he doing, by the way?
He has some agreement with HBO that he's doing some artsy type projects.
Right.
Honestly, those are more for him than this is the moneymaker type of agreement. I think he's going to get money for coming back as Sherlock Holmes. Although it has to make profit, it still has to make the money.
So the last movie he released is The Triumph Doolittle. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, he's an Oppenheimer. Okay. Well,
yeah, he's had a hit and miss outside the MCU still, even though he's an amazing actor. His other projects are kind of hitting, like the other stuff that he's doing on HBO doesn't really look exciting to me, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'd be up because he's a great actor. He's capable of some amazing performances, but he's also a fun blockbuster actor,
Right, he is. Like, for example, Due Date is a fun movie, great comedy movie. Like, he can do all that stuff.
Yeah. During an appearance on Women's Unwrapped this week, Team Downey, from what I hear, he has a great relationship with his wife. A long time they've been married. No, I mean that's great. That's great that she's involved too with his business side. That they have that they have that good of a relationship because me and my wife have a great relationship, but she has really nothing to do with my YouTube stuff. But someone that's also into your business and you still have a healthy relationship, that takes a strong foundation, So I respect that.
If she was with him during the lean years when he was, going through his stuff, that's really good too.
Yeah. Well, here's what I could tell you, and Amanda could attest this. Prior to this, we had lunch together with Robert, the three of us, and it was a very specific topic of conversation. Downey said, this is his wife. So yes, it's in the hopper. We're going to do it when it's right with the right people, but it is a priority for the company and a priority for Robert. So that's good news.
Absolutely.
I hope they get it right. They can't come back with a stinker, though. That's for sure.
No.
It's been enough time. Due Date was when Todd Phillips started hinting he wanted to do a sad boy movie. That and Hangover 3 begged for a Joker.
Oh, really? Well, there you go. If you've ever seen Due Date, it's a funny movie. It's a good movie.
Yeah. No, that is a funny movie. What's the comedian's name that's in there?
Galifianakis.
Yeah, he's not as funny as he used to be to me, but
he's funny.
I still like him. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Hey, Kelly. It's getting hot in here. I'm gonna have to go off camera in a second, man. You might want to come in for this one, Perp. Perp alert. Little movie raptor. This might. I don't want to.
What are you doing, Perp? Come on in.
I don't want to. I don't want to trigger this, but this is about Transformers. There's been talk about the Transformers movie.
Uh-oh.
It's not sounding good.
What, the Beast one?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Let's bring this up here. I don't know. Okay, give me a minute, he says.
All right, we'll leave the Transformers topic then, maybe, for him.
All right. I'll do the different one then.
Mm-hmm.
Let me bring up Moana.
Yeah. I'm a lover. I'm a fan of Moana. Having nieces, I was compelled to watch that movie multiple times. And I got to tell you, I like it.
Yeah. And not only are they doing a live action, it seems like we are going to get a sequel as well, which is great.
No, good.
They're trying to make this a franchise. Not just the, live action. This is pretty interesting, the strategy for this specific franchise to develop an animated and a live action at the same time.
This sounds bananas to me, quite honestly.
So what
is the live action going to be a sequel and then another animated?
I would think that you'd release the live action first, because
Mhm.
the animated takes a while, and then you do the animated sequel, and that, then you'll get fans from both the live action and the animated to see Moana 2.
Mm.
That's the release strategy I would. And honestly, I think animated's going to take a lot longer. Is Disney now working on an animated Moana 2 following Dwayne Johnson's announcement? Disney confirmed development for a number of animated sequels in recent weeks, including Frozen 3. Oh, God. Zootopia 2 and even Toy Story 4. I have bad news for everyone. Those failures at the box office, what were those Disney movies? Strange New Worlds and Buzz Lightyear.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is Disney playing it safe, everyone. Get ready for the sequels. This is the consequence of losing that much money with Strange. I watched Strange New Worlds. It was fun, but it was not like I would have been upset if I paid money for a ticket for it. It wasn't.
There
that
you go.
good.
And it doesn't have the buzz, certainly, that Frozen and Moana and all those kinds of things.
So Moana is the most popular movie on Disney Plus. It has a great soundtrack.
Oh my God! Yeah, well, that's the other thing I was going to say is Lin-Manuel going to do these, or are they going to go with somebody else? Because the soundtrack is a huge part of that movie.
Oh no, Lin-Manuel Miranda is a made man at Disney for sure.
Okay. Yeah.
I think even with didn't he work on Encanto?
I don't know.
I think he did. Perp, do you know? Hey Perp, how's it going?
Hey, I'm catching up.
Yeah, we're just talking about Moana 2. And if you're just getting here, smash the hell out of that like button to help MME Live. We got a small crew tonight, but we're having fun. We're getting through the topics. And this is the result of those Disney animated projects not making money, like Strange New Worlds, Buzz Lightyear, which I actually like Buzz Lightyear better than all the Toy Story movies.
Moana didn't make money?
No. That they're going to go do sequels of not
quote unquote safe franchise.
This isn't like the Moana universe. They're not going to like make a movie about the pig from Moana or something like like a spin-off. They're going to just do Moana 2, that type of thing. They're not like they did with Lightyear was a spin-off of Toy Story. They're going to stick to the origin of the property, it seems like, and pump out sequels to their most sought after animated films.
Now, do you see what Jacob McKenzie says? The Rock's ego is the reason why they're doing a live action movie. I hope it's not a Black Adam situation.
I mean, it's just him.
Right.
The girl has like 12 minutes of screen time.
Yeah, I think I do.
Shirt off the whole time.
Of course, The Rock has an ego, and all actors do. All actors and actresses do, and he could still bring in money. He still could bring in money, and this might be the project that gets him closest to getting $1 billion if it's done right.
Don't forget, this is also Disney marketing behind Rock marketing. It's gonna a safe bet, pretty much.
Are people really complaining about that?
Yes, they are. But I will say this:
Hawaiian,
I want to be careful when I get too critical of skin color. Like, you're not this skin color, this ethnicity enough. I don't want to be that person.
You could also just ignore it.
No. I mean, we could be careful though, Perp. We can address it. I think that's a safe comment. Is I want to be careful saying you're not this ethnicity enough. I want representation too. Yeah. But come on, let's be adults here. Right. If the actor or actress is very talented and there's a reason to cast them, I'm gonna be like, you know what? You're not Hawaiian enough or Polynesian, whatever. I don't want to be that person. Yeah. Why? Yeah, right. I don't want to. Don't take these things this far. Yeah. So I'm hoping that the actress they cast, there was a reason for it. And I know there's also Cleopatra talk in the mailbag, which we'll get to later. Oh boy.
Well, you know what? That's the actress must not feel too good about that. If people are, she's like, "Hey, man, I'm Polynesian. What do you want?" You're not
Polynesian enough. That's kind of
prejudice.
You're right.
I came in hot.
Yeah.
I went too hot.
No, you're
Ignore
fine,
it.
Perp. Don't worry
Ignore
about
it.
No.
Ignore the
No,
idiot.
we don't. We want to be able to cover hot topics with like adults. I think we can handle.
I'm a raptor.
We are not scared of these
You're
issues.
an adult raptor. No, we're not scared of it. I don't. What do you think, Voltaire? I don't want to be that person that says you're not this ethnicity enough.
I think that's ridiculous. I get. Look, by the way, casting a girl of Hawaiian descent, that makes complete sense to me. I'm okay with that.
But to be devil's advocate, though, I do understand in the history of Hollywood that Hollywood might tend to cast the represented ethnicity that has a little slightly more
I get it. The less
Caucasian features, even though they're mixed, unfortunately. And I'm just throwing that out there. I'm not saying that's people, I haven't personally said this, but I've noticed in the history of Hollywood that, or for example, when there's a represented talent, they say they could potentially, some of them potentially say that they have to have their hair in a certain way or act a certain, they're not off, they can't be just themselves because they also have to go through the Hollywood lens. So I understand both sides there too.
Sure.
So there is potential to be there. Like, why was but you don't want to assume intention either, or, be superficial. Like that's, let's see the context, honestly, is where I think our ultimate final word is where I would say, let's see the context. Let's see what she does in the trailer. I'm sure she's going to do great. And I'm all for a Lilo and Stitch live action, by the way. I think that's great. It could be this generation's E.T. It won't be as that high quality, I don't
that's
think.
a real ambitious.
I'm not saying that high quality, but,
yeah.
Something in that vein. Okay, but Moana 2, we kind of segued there. Frozen 3, Zootopia 2 is the one I'm like, really? You're going to make that? I didn't think it made that much money. I'll have to look at that. Toy Story 5, they're not giving up on Toy Story.
Well, why would they really?
With so many other animated follow-up movies being in the works, is Moana 2 being made? There are no official plans for. Well, why'd you make the damn article?
Take this off. Get out.
This was a placeholder until you got here.
Get out.
Look at the picture they used when it's not happening.
Yeah, I know the picture.
Well, this is why it's fun to read. This is why it's fun to read ahead and react. Now we can react live. Like, what the hell is this article even about, bros?
Mm-hmm.
With no indication that Moana 2 is even being developed.
All right, cool.
It's pretty safe to say that the sequel won't be one of Disney's.
What about Encanto?
It's safe to say that won't be a 2020.
What else isn't happening?
Way down in the article, you get all this first.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let me see. Moana 2, is Disney releasing a sequel after a new movie announcement? ? To be fair, I do this shit too. Damn it! This is how the internet works. Anime movies take years of prepreparation. All this stuff. What will it be even called?
They're speculating on the title.
They are even getting into the keywords in the search for the SEO search. What will Moana 2 be called?
Oh,
wow. Well, something like The Way of Water. They're using all these. This is the secret sauce of the internet. You put a bunch of keywords in there.
Yeah.
The Way of Water. Now it's coming up for Avatar searches too, and they put Avatar Way of Water. You just put random shit in your article, so it shows up in searches. God damn it!
They get titles of the songs, everything. Wow.
Who will be Moana's 2 villain? Who will be anything? Will Moana and Maui reunite? There's just like a bunch of questions. Who will Maui betray Moana? What? When will Moana? And they did this so they could have Disney Plus series.
Nuts.
Oh my God.
This is like a fan thing.
All right. Well, let's look at this then.
They're like now publishing live journals as like articles.
Yeah.
While you're pulling that up, yes, Larry, Christian Bale played Moses in one of the most disappointing movies I've ever seen made by Ridley Scott. It's unbelievable.
I have to say, I am all in on Little Mermaid. I love the trailers for Little Mermaid.
I'm not sold on the effects yet.
I mean, the special effects could be better,
Yeah.
but her as Ariel and a mermaid and singing, it was great.
The music is gonna be
The music is great so
what I'm
far.
hyped for.
That's
Yeah.
a big
What
deal.
I'm gonna go in for.
Yeah, I'm not expecting to be blown away by the special effects.
Yeah, and hopefully it's even if the effects aren't good, I'll get immersed enough where I'm just into the world and just going along for a ride. That's all I want.
All right, so you came in just in time for the Transformers talk.
Based.
He was summoned for Transformers talk.
I'm sorry to say, Perp,
They're bringing Bay back.
no. That would be worse news.
That'd be
What?
crazy.
Come on, stop.
That would be worse news.
Transformers franchise saved.
According to sources, Little Movie Raptor, the next Transformers movie is a mess, claims insiders, according to
Oh
sources.
boy.
With the one coming up now or the
Yeah.
one
He's
after that?
one.
Yes.
Oh.
Okay. Oh, man. I
The
can't.
first, I mean, don't get up. Don't, this is just source. They want this for an article too, you know?
No, I'm not excited for this new movie.
Oh, you're not?
No, dude, I'm a Michael Bay fan. I'm not a Transformers fan.
Mm.
Good God, Perp.
What are you talking about?
I know you're a Michael Bay fan.
Not only that, most of the
Wait.
world is. What did Bumblebee make? How much did Bumblebee make? Did it make as much as the other ones?
No, it didn't.
The world is
Perp.
with me.
The world is with you. Okay.
Stand up. We're boycotting this.
We're boycotting. You're a boycotter?
Yeah, screw it. You summoned me. I'm not wasting my time.
I'm gonna
anymore.
title this Bay Superfan boycotts the next Transformers movie.
No, I'm not boycotting. I'll probably watch it when it comes
Okay.
out in digital.
The first new Transformer movie in 5 years hits theaters in June, but its post-production is rumored to be in disarray. In Transformers Rise of the Beast, the heroic Autobots join forces with the Maximals and their leader Optimus Primal, voiced by the inimitable Ron Perlman. Very political Ron Perlman. Oh my God. To defeat an evil brand of
Why'd
bots.
you bring that up?
It's just for fun.
For fun? You think that's fun?
Yeah.
You're trying to stay away from politics, aren't you, Max?
Slightly. Like I don't care about it. I still like Ron Perlman. Like people can't stand him because of I don't care. I don't care about anyone's politics anymore, Perp. Everyone's full of shit across the board. I don't care.
I'm just pointing it out. Continue.
Cyrus, a Transformer movie that's a mess. How's that possible? Seems very, very, very unlikely.
Sarcasm is strong.
Listen, I'm gonna say I understand people don't like Michael Bay's Transformers movies, but let me just say this, and this is all I'm gonna say on the matter. Even if the people that hate it specifically, it's not Michael Bay's fault. That's all I'll say. That's all I'll say.
All right. That's a mic drop comment.
Okay.
Continue.
Let me see.
How come every big movie has post-production problem articles releasing about it? Jeez, is it just me, or does it seem like any big movie coming out, there's some kind of rumors about post-production and they're...
Well, that's because it gets the clicks, and then you could say I was right. You can always say I heard it was a mess, and they're like, "See, I was right."
Oh, see the.
And then if you're wrong, I guess they worked it out, and then you can't be proven wrong.
That's
Well,
true.
I
That
guess
could
they
be.
fixed it.
Could be.
I guess they did reshoots because of all the problems I told you about earlier.
Right. It makes you feel like you know what you're doing. You're talking, and, the audience rewards pundits like that.
Can you give some examples where that happened?
Every comic
No,
book movie ever.
solid
Every comic book movie that's come out. I heard there was problems, and I heard there was reshoots because they always have reshoots.
There's a difference between hearing that there's problems and it's a mess versus there's been reshoots.
They always imply that the reshoots are negative.
There's a difference.
There is a difference.
A very clear difference.
But they always imply that the reshoots are done because of problems.
Who implies? Well, see, now I'm
The
going to ask
people,
for
the
examples.
YouTubers.
Well, yeah,
Sure.
solid.
Okay, fair enough.
Most of the time.
I mean, there's many rumors about reshoots on Indiana Jones. Surely you've heard of that, Perp.
But that doesn't mean that it's bad. Versus Insiders is a mess. Claims Insiders.
Here's the truth. Here's my take. There are partnerships with toy manufacturers and licensee holders, and there are many cooks in the kitchen on these big blockbuster movies, and lots of things change with cameos and end sequences up until release, and it does not necessarily mean that it's a bad thing. It just is. That's how the beast is, and I don't like that. I would like if they had a clear picture of where they're going, but that's not filmmaking. And if you want actual receipts, perp, James Gunn says that they go start filming before a script is locked, and that's why there's all these,
They,
Marvel.
I mean, it's obvious from the trailer. They're still trying to get best of both worlds, like Bumblebee and Bay, all in like one sort of thing. They're even like they won't leave Bay alone. Like they still do the something happened in the past, and so they're not really moving on from Bay. Just get Bay back.
Okay. Well, Peter Cullen will reprise his role as Optimus Prime. Pete Davidson playing Autobot Mirage. Anthony Ramos helps.
Why'd you say it with that voice? Come on.
My boy
I
killed it in Bodies.
I like Pete Davidson, but I don't, voice actor. Okay, I guess the jury's out on that one.
He'll say funny stuff.
Okay.
Like,
That's
yo,
what he's there
what's
for.
up?
Yeah, I wouldn't want to yeah, exactly. You get him in a booth for 2 hours. Hey, say the funniest stuff you can think of. Whatever.
What? Really?
CJH is here for talk about Transformers.
Hello.
Okay.
CJH, what's your take on the Bayformers? Those
The first
specifically.
one was good, and then the rest were shit.
Okay, gotcha. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Okay, according to
wanted to know.
Jeff Snyder of the Hot Mic podcast, Transformers Rise of the Beast has gone through multiple edits during post-production from almost a dozen different editing teams. They're getting a little worried about, even Jeff Snyder is playing the shtick where they're like,
what's gonna happen?
What?
So is there another one after this one?
There probably will be, yeah.
Because it's a big franchise.
So this will run into the same situation that we had with Revenge of the Fallen. Writer's strike, Transformers movie does not do well.
This is post-production.
It won't have the
though.
talent of Michael Bay behind it.
This is post-production. That
up.
Revenge of the Fallen was when they were filming they started filming before they had a final script, and then they went on strike. So Michael Bay was making it up on set without writers.
He was like, writers, whatever.
again.
We're going to Egypt.
What do you mean it could happen again? They're post-production. That means it's all filmed. They're just editing it.
Yeah.
No, I mean if they make another one.
If they have to take out scenes and then redo effects, that means some effect shots are going to look so bad.
Yeah. They're getting a little worried about Transformers. I want to caution you in this draft.
If
this is what they said that Transformers has gone through close to a dozen different editing teams, and they have argued about different cuts of the film.
Okay. That's actually kind of reassuring.
Yeah.
Okay.
John Roca added the sequel is a mess, and the Paramount is trying to fix it.
Oh.
I've got to be honest. A few weeks ago, a friend who's a source of mine, John Roca, yeah.
I'll tell you how to fix the cut.
Okay. Well, let me finish
Cut
this
out
quote.
all the humans.
I would be okay with that. A friend who's a source of mine has connections with the studio and people involved in the situation told me the same thing. He heard the movie's a mess and that they're trying to fix it. Okay. I don't know. That could be said about any Transformers production, though, really. Except the first
editing teams, though? Like, hey, we took a shot at this. Let's try Team 12 now at this point, see if they can do something with it.
Mm-hmm. Let me get to the...
They need to give it to a trailer house like Suicide Squad.
Let me get to the actual stream.
Yeah, make that part of the marketing. He's like, they gave the editing to a YouTuber.
Okay.
Renowned YouTuber.
We are up to 15 likes. We got 20. We had like 24 people watching. Please get those thumbs up there. CGH, I think you forgot to like the video, bro. Caught. Caught. Okay, so please like the video. But I have a better Transformers news, though, than this. Here's my thing.
Is it that they're removing the humans?
No, that's not. That's fake. That's fake news. There is a big epic battle sequence that's kind of sort of like Endgame with all the bots going at each other. So that might be another reason they're going through so many editing teams. Is very complicated. It seems like on a larger scale than Transformers has done
Well,
before.
that's a scene you don't cut. You don't cut that.
No,
scene.
you don't cut
You
it,
cut
but
all the human scenes.
yeah, you don't cut it, but you might have a lot of work on that specific scene. You know?
You think this feels larger scale than the other Transformers movies?
Yeah, because of that sequence with the bots running it. It basically looked like the end game of Transformers movies. All the Autobots at the
All shot
Decepticons
here in
running it.
America versus all over the world. Yeah. Okay.
But here is a better. Where is it? Where is it? I had it up. Damn it! Oh no! Oh shoot!
I'm gonna do you know what, for my appreciation stream, I'm gonna do a highlight reel of all the best Bay moments. All right, you did it, Max. You did it to me. You did it. I'm kidding.
All right, let me see.
That's how you save the Transformers movies. Wait.
What are you
Kirk,
doing?
Did you like
There
Ambulance?
we go. No humans.
Ambulance.
Yeah.
I'm a Mike. I appreciate Michael Bay's work, but I did not like Ambulance.
No, it didn't. He wasn't able to do his thing, in my opinion. If you're gonna do a full car chase movie, it's got to be like a full car. Like there was too many intercutting between people just standing around or inside another car. It was like not enough crashes. Some crashes were pure CGI. No. I kind of respect it because it is a $40 million budget. He did all that, which is pretty
that's really small. Yeah,
pretty impressive. But yeah, no, I wasn't a big fan of that one.
Here's the good news. I had to find it again. They are making an animated movie. Will be set on Cybertron and reveal the origins of Optimus Prime and Megatron.
That'll be better than the live action.
We have some revealing new details on Paramount Pictures' upcoming animated Transformers movie here, and it seems the Cybertron set adventure is going to tell the original story of two old enemies. Like it's going to be sort of like that game, War on Cybertron. Earlier this year, Paramount Pictures announced that its new animated Transformers movie is in development and is set for release on July 19, 2020. Wow, that's not that far off compared to they're releasing one this year every year now. That's only a year away from this recent one. I think what they're trying to do is just like Sony has a live action Spider-Man and then the Spider-Verse, that they're seeing that. Maybe we don't want a Transformers movie every year, but we can alternate between live action and animated.
It seems like a no-brainer for the franchise, truthfully.
I'm all up for this. What about you, Perp? Animated.
Yeah, sure.
And the origins on Cybertron. I heard Michael Bay's directing it.
Yeah, that for sure. I played Fall of Cybertron. That game, that was awesome. That was really good.
And the coolest stuff from Bumblebee was the beginning.
Yeah, that's the meme, right? For that movie. The best part was the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. Early this year, Paramount Pictures announced that a new animated Transformers movie is in development, July 19th, 2024. That's pretty much all that was revealed about the project at the time, but thanks to Cloud, we now have a much better idea what to expect. While being interviewed for the site, producer Lorenzo Di Bonaventura basically laid out the entire premise of the movie, confirming that the story would probably be set on the home planet of robots in disguise, Cybertron. He also revealed that the untitled film will serve as an origin story for both Optimus Prime and his nemesis Megatron, who started out as close friends before the Autobots and Decepticons split apart and went to war. We debated a lot on to do it in live action. Oh, this is interesting. And it was just financially impossible to do. Okay, so what we want, CGH.
We're getting leftovers. We're getting leftovers.
Yeah.
Look and go scroll back up. Scroll back up, by the way. Mr. I'm looking out for a good consumer. Look, what did I say? Get away from Bay. Everyone, get away from Bay. Look at the images they're using, man. They won't get away from Bay, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay.
Even some of the names I hear were the producers of Bay's movies.
Mm-hmm.
That guy, Lorenzo D. That guy. Didn't he produce the Bay movies? Let me look.
Probably. It was financially impossible to do. They should have got James Cameron. The original story of young Megatron, young Optimus, if you know the origin, they started as friends, and over time, things devolved for them, and they ended up on two sides. So we're telling the young Optimus and young Megatron story. You're not excited?
Not anymore. There was the end game is always live action. They've already said that. They spilled the beans. Get out.
See, I would prefer to animate like that.
You're right.
That
There is a fan base for this.
the Autobots look like they do in the movies, but then you don't have the live action counterparts to humans. I think that would be a benefit.
Yeah, you're probably right.
I think the reason where the suspension of disbelief is kind of ruined a little bit is when you have the CG Autobots next to the live action actors with not great lighting and everything. It looks kind of, they don't look like they should be in the same scene.
It did get lazy as the movies went on. It felt a little worse, but in the first movie, some of the lighting between like the Autobots and the humans.
You're right. You're right. The first one, there was a lot more care and detail, and then as they progressed, they're just like, just throw it together.
Yeah. Because they had to put more in. That's the problem. He wanted more Autobots, so they can focus.
James Cameron could do it in 20 years. So CJH Voltaire,
he's right.
Yeah. Not enough money to create what they envisioned.
Mm-hmm.
They'd have to risk, instead of the money makers that they get, they'd have to risk more if they did live action. But this is what I prefer anyway. But Voltaire, what do you think? Would you prefer this specific project be animated or the combination what we're getting? It is still animated that we're getting now with live action, though.
Max, I don't believe you that you wouldn't prefer live action. If you saw the trailers between an animated,
I honestly, think if I was going to create a movie universe, look what's happening with Jonathan Majors.
Not if you were going to create.
I would create
okay,
really next level CG superheroes and universes. Like
next level is you can't tell the difference between human.
Well, no. Like let's say Spider-Man, the PS4, PS5 game. A little bit better quality than that, and then just keep moving it forward. And then if you have an issue with an actor or actress, guess what? You get a different voice actor, and it's not as much of it. I would honestly not put all this money into live action. I would build out a CG universe.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Absolutely would do it. A realistic looking CG universe.
You.
Slightly stylized.
If two trailers came out tomorrow, live action, animated, you would go to the animated one first?
For Transformers, definitely.
So what would be a movie based on Cybertron? Okay. So there's no humans, as CGH dreams of, and it's all green screen and all that. Is that really a live action movie?
No, you're right. Lion King. Lion King is totally.
It is already animated, and it's just got cameos from actors.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what's the difference between that and just saying like as the best now? I think you could possibly do in terms of trying to make it as live action as possible. If there's no humans anyway, like why wouldn't you prefer that version?
I actually think that these hybrid movies in the future are going to look extremely dated. Whereas if you have a consistent tone with your special effects instead of this hodgepodge of live action and in animation, it could be off-putting in the future. And people that really pay attention to special effects, it already is.
Okay. You know what's a good argument?
Stop motion.
Okay, you know what's a really good argument against me? The Lion King, actually.
Yeah.
Like
well, let's get down to it. You hire these actors for these really big contracts, and unless you're doing like Black Widow or Captain America, where there's very physical action, it really it goes down to a CGI fest for the action sequences.
Yeah.
So you're already animated. You're already animated.
Yeah.
So what do you have for the live action part? Just some MCU shits and giggles laughs that are super cringe.
Well, maybe for the
voice
live
actors
action,
do that stuff better anyway. Usually,
maybe I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV, especially animated stuff. But maybe for the live action, they would use like real humans to sort of plant, like you do the ball thing, like the green screen ball thing. Do they do that in animated stuff now?
That's what the Hulk is, basically, right?
Yeah, they would probably do that. I don't know if they would do that in the animated one, which would be pretty cool. And I think you'd get. There's something to that choreography when especially when they have stuntman guys do it, That shit looks sick. Like there's it's a lot. If you feel the impact of the fights a little more.
Mhm.
Interesting.
I don't know. I'm not hating the MCU, Anthony. Get your ass in here if you're going to give all that heat. Voltaire, what do you? I'm just kidding.
Wait. Can I ask this? If Zack Snyder filmed or directed a Transformers movie,
It would be amazing.
Damn.
Yeah, it would be.
Okay, I'd watch Zack Snyder Transformers. I'd watch Zack Snyder Star Wars, Star Trek. I mean, I the guy knows what he's doing to some extent. I'd certainly check it out.
No, what about a James Gunn Transformers movie?
I think I would prefer the Zack Snyder because that man was clearing his throat for a good car chase, like a really good one. And I was hoping for that. And you add robots to a car chase, like, oh my god, I can't imagine Zack Snyder with that. I prefer that to like really good funny lines. Not that James Gunn can't do acting.
Wait a second, hold on a second, because I haven't watched all these Transformers movies. I have to be honest; they haven't had like a mega car chase scene in one of these Transformers.
No, dude. Michael Bay did the first 5. Yeah, they
okay,
each, like some of them have like 3 car chases in a movie.
Okay, all right, yeah.
He's good. Bumblebee had one pretty good one in the forest.
What did you tear up, Kelly? Darn it! What do you think, Voltaire? When we really get down to it, when we're getting these big MCU spectacles, isn't it animated mostly anyway? And then you're keeping on these actors to deliver these cringe humor.
So
it works sometimes, but
like I was saying, a Cybertron-focused film where there's no humans, I don't think you lose much putting it in animation. I think you could do it well in animation, and you could maybe do some things that would look better in animation by far than they would on a CGI thing,
If the MCU completes this arc, I would go to animation instead of live action.
So MCU animation hasn't been great. DC animation has been pretty good, but I'm not a big fan of the MCU animation so far.
I'm talking about like next level animation, like really putting some money into it. A lot of these animated movies are really great for what they are.
Old Republic Star Wars animation.
Sure. I'm talking about even like from the. I'm
talking
about
doing
like
that
even
now. Wait, isn't Transformers doing stuff like that now?
Look how amazing the Spider-Man 4 cutscenes were when they have those video game directors animate, and a lot of these video game animators do some really great action.
But they're trying to do live action.
They're
emulating. They're trying to be.
There's some cooler stuff in the Spider-Man games.
I know, but they're trying to be as like in New York, when Spider-Man swings through here, you're gonna see this paper fly if you're in the building or whatever, inside the building. Like they're trying to be as realistic as possible. So what essentially I think what you're asking for is a live action Transformers Cybertron movie.
So a CGI Transformers movie.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's gonna be anyway.
Yeah.
Like what is that's the Lion King thing. It's like that's an animated movie. I don't know why they.
I think Max is ready to move on.
No,
I mean I think it's kind of interesting. It's like where's the line of what is animated versus live action?
Is Lion King the only example of that? I can't think of another one.
No, they had a human character.
They had a human.
Lion King. Yeah, Lion King. I guess. I mean,
if they were gonna do something like that, I would want it to stick in live action. Yeah, Anthony.
There's but there's sort of precedent for Lion King in terms of like back in the day, like there's like foreign films of like just a bear, right? Like there's a really good movie called The Bear that is just about a bear surviving, right? So there's like sort of precedent in terms of a narrative, people could narratively follow animals. With like the Transformers, people are just big fans. The end game for any big fan base is always live action movie or as close as you can get to it.
100%.
If you do an animated, you're just gonna want a live action after. You're like, do that live action.
And I feel like a Transformers CGI fest wouldn't have the same negative things that the Jungle or Lion King had. I feel like it would work better.
Yeah, there's I think because I think there is like deep. I'm not sure with Transport. I think there is like deep lore in there, and in the politics of Cybertron could be very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Right before the fall, and then the big war, like all that stuff could be really cool.
Yeah, Absolutely. What happened to Max? Did he lose control of his dogs or what?
He's done.
CGH, you've been on fire on Twitter, man. You've been just going crazy
I
on it.
have. I have.
How you feeling? Okay, you feeling okay about
Four
everything?
rants. Yeah.
Elon Musk not getting you down too much, I hope.
I don't know that 1K a month.
Sorry, I'm
kinda
back.
Scared me off.
The stinking dog ripped something up. Cyrus says, as long as the movie is good and taken seriously, then I will be happy. I don't care if they have a few issues, as long as they don't schlock it up with forced humor and stupid jokes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rational, will I be on Xbox later? Yeah, I think so. I think I will. So
yeah, I'm getting rid of the blue check.
Yeah, I was really excited about this perp, and you ruined it for me, bro.
Really? Because I think you
ruined it
kind
for
of
me.
convinced me. It's like
No,
reading
I'm
through it. It's like actually, yeah, they're kind of just being like the same old. Like it's a mess. But the different editing team, that isn't that weird.
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm more looking forward to this. Although I'm not against the live action movie either, though. What are you doing, CJH? What'd you get? Slurpee? Big gulp? I can't hear you.
You're muted.
Polar Pop.
Polar Pop.
Oh wow.
It's great.
Yeah. I had a Star Trek thing too. Okay. So we went through that. This is a quick topic. I don't think it's potentially could be something where the star of Last of Us was getting some BS on social media and Twitter, but I tend to think it lines up with I think it tends to line
People are toxic on Twitter.
What?
Yeah, you too, CJ. I've seen the proof.
Oh my god.
I think it's more to do with the blue check mark disappearing. And honestly, if you are in the industry and you're already getting stuff and then you don't have the blue check mark, I think it kind of protected some of these these people in the industry. Is my take on. Of course, it could be both things, and I don't want to downplay harassment. I'm sure Bella is getting a lot of stuff from that role.
Yeah.
But that's my take. I think some people are leaving Twitter because they don't want to pay for the blue check mark, and that could have been a protection for some people in the industry or that are public figures.
Or there are people being blocked because they got the blue check mark.
They are?
That's a new thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny.
I kind of buy into your theory, Max, because as much as I'm sure she still gets stuff. I saw a lot of normies stand up and say, no, she's really good. That kind of shut people down that were digging her crap,
Oh, she was amazing. I think I think her performance was probably better than Pedro's, honestly. And I love Pedro's performance in it.
She definitely had that shut the haters down moments.
Special Twitter announcement. Twitter has been fun. My account will still be active for now, and I will not be on here. Thank you for my gay army and all the rest. Love you. That's the last.
All right, well, that's not abrupt. She's just not into it anymore. She didn't.
I think you're going to see people from the industry potentially leave Twitter, unless they're James Gunn, who can't stop himself. No, I'm just kidding. I had to throw that in.
I think all the countries are going to.
He's doing a service by being on Twitter. James Gunn, you're doing a service. Thank you, sir, for shutting down bullshit.
Yeah.
No, I think except for the states,
when he
think
doesn't have
most countries are going to ban Twitter.
Ban Twitter? Nah.
That's the next step, you think?
Twitter also helps people get elected. Honestly, you need social media just to get elected anymore. Except for Biden didn't have a huge social media presence. How the hell that happened?
Oh my god! See, this is why we can't have EVS on here.
Yeah.
Boom! That was a joke. Relax, everyone.
Yeah. But for most, I would say for most younger presidential candidates or politicians, you need Twitter
Hey, look,
activity.
I'm Andrew Tate now.
If you do that, you're kicked from the
Andrew
show.
Tate, jeez.
Is that politics?
No,
Does that
it's
count as
it's
politics?
it's just
Was that nose trimmer? Nose hair trimmer or
Take your
what?
phone.
I don't know what that is. He's not sure. One of his toys.
All right.
oh. Whoa, what did you mean by that?
I don't know what I meant by that.
I mean, you're talking about Andrew Tate. You're.
This is an important story for this is going to be a good debate here, and we're not going to stay long tonight. We'll probably end right at the 2-hour mark just to give everyone a heads up. But fan petitions and people that say people were stupid for trying, if that'll never happen, they all need to slow their roll. You know why? You know why, anyone?
No, why?
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 It is in
Because
history.
James Gunn said
No, this is not. This is going way back, way back. I'll give you
before the dinosaurs.
I'll give you a
65?
clue. A clue. Brian,
Whoa.
Master of Trek, should understand why fan petitions are so important more than anyone because of his love of Trek.
Oh, because they get ignored all the time.
No, no. The OG Star Trek. Did you know they had to do a fan petition to get that back?
What about the fan petition
one?
that said to
The original
retcon
Star
the
Trek.
sequel trilogy?
Wait, you mean the movie, the motion picture?
No, the series. Did you guys know this?
No.
Yes. This is how far back it goes. Bad decisions in the industry. They brought it back because of fan petition, a letter writing campaign.
Okay.
And this is what I was. If Brian was back tonight, I was going to tell him. He's probably having a blast with R&B. I was going to tell him.
They didn't have internet back then, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
It
that was
doesn't
like,
matter.
you know,
Use the
dear
words you
sir,
have.
I would like to say I
They
enjoyed
do all.
it.
They have robots counting numbers of who's
Tweets.
watching what.
Tweets have taken the place of snail mail and and emails. But I would say do them both. I need to get Brian on board. Star Trek Legacy. Let's go old school. Letter writing campaign and Twitter campaign for Star Trek Legacy.
It really sucks
Just
they
like-
can't use Star Trek Generations.
Yeah. Science fiction franchises live and die based on the response they get from fans. The passionate fans of franchises like Marvel, DC, Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who, and Battlestar Galactica are known for making their opinions heard. In the era of social media, there is more opportunity than ever for fans to discuss the franchise that they love. Audiences flock to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Letterboxd to urge studios to make decisions. Like all elements of fan culture, petitions and requests have a dark side. Well, it's understandable to be upset with creative decisions. Harassing the
There's
actors,
dark
writers,
Sith.
directors is never okay. Right. That's true. The discourse around some franchises has been dominated by a toxic. Ooh, okay. We get it.
Whoa.
It's important to remember that these detractors do not represent the entire fan community, and that needs to also stop. And that also could be toxic too, to dismiss people's wants just because of other people's actions.
Depends what they want.
Yeah. Studios should not feel they have to cater to the demands of abusive fans. However, it does not mean that fan campaigns are always a bad thing. Sometimes it's nice for a fan community to rally around a good cause that allows them to show off their creativity and passion. And I would say ultimately the reason that some fandoms have become so toxic is the absolute dismissal of consumer requests. Like Warner Brothers, it was absolutely ridiculous. That does not excuse the bad behavior at all. I mean, this is the thing that gets you in trouble, though. You say that Warner Brothers is at fault here for being so aggressively against what the consumer wants for some time.
I had a petition one time.
Go ahead.
Want to see it?
I want to kind of stay on target, CJH.
Well, this would
Well, I
be
still
on
have to make your. I'm going to make your emoji tonight. All right, what is this?
The topic is about petitions.
Jon Favreau's live action movie.
This was back,
All right.
way back.
That was
fan.
never going to happen. Did you
Bro,
start
that's a
that
fan,
CJ?
bro.
I
Did
did.
he?
You have 27 signed.
Every true fan of any franchise that's not rated R wants a rated R version.
Yeah, I'd like it rated R, but it just doesn't make sense
Power
to
Rangers.
do a rated
Thank-
R.
Rated R version,
Thank
please.
you, CJH. I would sign one to bring Gina back. That would be kind of interesting.
This was 5 years ago.
Rated G.
Wow.
Yeah.
Max wants it to be rated G for Gina.
This does not mean fan campaigns are always a bad thing. Sometimes it's nice for fan community to rally around a good cause. Well, it doesn't always result in change. A fan petition could at least let the creators know that their work is appreciated. These fan petitions inspired real change. Sonic the Hedgehog. Oh, I think that was a marketing. I think they always knew they were going to change it after the, But Star Trek, the original series, was revived with a letter writing campaign.
Yeah.
You use the tools of your era,
They have to remind us of this one since Joss Whedon was canceled.
No, not most. I wouldn't say most.
Is Serenity
this
considered a
petition.
petition? Was Serenity considered petition made? Does that count? Bring Firefly back, or
I
is it just like
think they did. They didn't get a series, but they got a. I think they did get a movie because of fans.
yeah? Because the series was
Yeah.
2002. Movie came out in 2005. There was like a
Jericho
rabid fan
came
base.
back. There's a lot of stuff.
Petition
Well, as Larry points out,
is
the OA was a super popular
for
Netflix show.
supporters of this petition.
The fans of the OA went bananas, but Netflix didn't listen.
Oh wow!
Oh, jeez.
Petition to make Earth flat again with unicorn dinosaur riding leprechauns.
Well, I would sign it. If that was possible, I would 100% sign that.
Can
petition.
just make a video game of that.
Change.org.
I want that puking dinosaur on a flat Earth.
I want that as a video game.
But does this change your opinion now that you find out that even the OG Star Trek about fan petitions?
No.
No. Sorry.
Kind of, because I thought of Serenity and it's like, yeah, there's other examples that if there's a rabid fan base that is nice, patient, and consistently there, yeah, eventually I think things will come out. Yeah, something will come out.
Okay.
It happened with it happened with Star Trek. I mean, with Picard, Nemesis was not well received by the Star Trek fans. It was like bound to happen sooner. There's probably been a fan base that's like, come on, bring them back, please, end it well, end it well, end it well, end it well. Sooner or later, it's gonna happen.
Well, I'm going to convince Brian to do a letter campaign to Paramount for
God,
Star Trek Legacy.
he sounded so deflated yesterday.
Well, I did more research and I understand why he is. Rosario Dawson was also a fan petition.
Is that right?
Yep.
Good casting.
Someone did some art with her and she retweeted it at Lucasfilm. Yep. And
Do they have links to these petitions? Like, I think it's just like fans want it.
She said it.
What
She said it in an interview. She said it in an interview.
Okay.
I
Where are
retweeted
these
it too.
petitions?
I helped this one.
What about the other one?
I
Let me see
retweeted
the
because I'm a Rosario Dawson fan for many
It's just
reasons.
a call. It's just people want it. That's it. That's okay. What was Doctor Strange a petition? What the dude Jim was Jim? Oh my God, he was. Oh look
Yeah,
at
no, that was a fan. That was not petition, but like people on
Yeah,
Twitter.
dude, this is not
That was a
petitions.
thing.
This is
Look, I
bullshit.
don't care what you say. That was fantastic.
No,
Yeah,
that
that
was
was
a
cool.
they did petition them to
But why
be
aren't you linking
Mr.
to the
Fantastic
petitions?
before Multiverse. That's why he got cast.
I thought it was
They
just
even
people on
they
Twitter.
even reached out to Tom Cruise
I thought
because
it was
people said online.
Are Reddit post petitions now?
I understand they're using the word loosely.
Yeah.
Perp, I
Okay.
get that. I think it's still to me it qualifies still.
Petition sounds
They're
weird.
petition,
It's like
petition,
they wanted-
they're
they wanted to be-
petitioning John
'cause there-
Krasinski to be
There's
Mr.
a
Fantastic.
call
in
and
that.
there's like a want, which is nice, and then there's like petition. No, like it's a more aggressive term. Then that's what they're using. It's like, come on.
Sense8.
Nothing
Oh,
wrong with that.
I watched that. I know it was brought
Oh
back.
yeah, that was a teenagers with powers thing.
Yeah, calls to renew Firefly spawn Serenity. Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
that was another fan petition. I'm using it loosely, Perp. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm going to say it's a
I want to
petition.
see them. I want to see the numbers.
Do you remember when there was that went viral? the concept for the movie of the first Deadpool?
So they're using it loosely, like Max said. So a video
Yeah.
going viral or people liking
That's
something.
still petitioning
the modern day petition.
That's still petitioning the owners of the property to do something.
Right, and the
with it.
original Star Trek wasn't a petition. I'll bet you it was just the studio got a bunch of letters in the mail.
Well, let's go back to that one. Let me see here.
Although a petition back in those days probably had more gravitas.
Avid Star Trek fans, Joe and John Trimble, were devastated when NBC announced the show's cancellation at the end of the second season. They felt that the network did not understand what a rapturous reception the series had received.
I mean,
They organized the Star Trek Save Star Trek campaign. Save Star Trek campaign.
If you scroll up, there it's right there. While writing campaigns have become someone to fuck, Star Trek fans rallied around. Click on the link. Let's see. That's what I'm saying. I'm asking for links.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Look at that.
All right, hold on. Let me bring this up.
There, I started a new petition.
Oh,
All
absolutely. I'll sign that. I'll star in it. Yeah. Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, that's going to get butts and seats in the theaters. I'll tell you that.
Yeah. That you could have all the cameos from Jeremy for Geeks Gamers.
Oh my God, that would be great.
All the people that have been on the show, EVS.
EVS would have to be in it.
Yeah.
Call it a million subs or die. Wasn't that one of your
100K,
campaigns?
100K or die trying.
Yeah, yeah.
Currently, I'm dying trying. I'm not getting close to 100K. I need to do more shorts if I'm going to do that.
The movie will help.
Yeah. But Joe Trimble, the woman who saved Star Trek. Look, there's a picture of her. See? I don't want to read all this. I'm sorry, Perp. That's a lot. But yeah, there's a picture of her. She saved the original Star Trek series. And if she didn't bring this back, would they have made Star Trek movies? Who knows?
Heck no.
You're muted, Perp.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Star Wars. They might have like quick. Hey, let's do some Star.
Yeah,
we got Star
maybe.
Trek.
Maybe.
Star Wars.
But she may have saved the whole franchise.
Yeah.
By Save Star Trek campaign. That's impressive. Okay, so let's get to some unfortunate news, though, is the reason why Star Trek needs this groundswell movement for Brian. Hashtag for Brian.
I'm Team 31, baby.
Because Terry Matalas, the showrunner for season 3, makes it clear how unlikely Star Trek Legacy actually is.
Oh. I don't like that.
Star Trek Legacy is not in production, says Star Trek Picard showrunner Terry Matalas. He says it was up to him it would be happening. Speaking to Screen Rant, Matalas confirmed that Paramount is not interested in the spinoff idea, at least at the moment. Let me be clear, in all caps, there is nothing in development at Paramount. Again, I need to be clear. This is just a pie in the sky wish on my part. There's nothing in development. It'd be amazing if one day they came to me and said they were interested. But as of press time, it's little more than, hey, wouldn't that be neat? But
Wait,
hey,
never mind.
stranger
I
things
found
have
a
happened.
petition that actually worked.
You found a petition that worked? Well, I don't think it was because how many signed that?
12.
12. I think it was more to
That'll
do
do
with
it.
Bob Iger and
That's
Kevin
enough.
Feige. Because Feige, he was trying to get Feige fired from what I heard. But yeah, I think it's needed now. And I'm going to do this in the back roll. Say back roll.
Do you ever wonder why they don't
That girl's done.
like if people like Brian and other Star Trek fans want these legacy characters, or people like me want the Luke Skywalker stuff, like the little bit they've shown, and it's when they've done it, it's popular. Do you ever wonder why don't they just do it? Like, what's going on?
They don't see enough money.
I can get behind this petition.
It's also like creative bandwidth. These
Yeah.
studios, like the way that it's worked is you got to give the writer some space in between that. They don't, and the writers themselves, they don't even want to think about it. Like going to, like, it's press junkets that are like a nightmare for some of these people because of this, because they're done. They've been sweating it out with other writers in a room for God knows how long, trying to fit like this one thing could have connected to this, blah blah blah, and it's a goddamn miracle we get anything good actually when I think about it. And so studios kind of know this, so they don't greenlight that. That's why like there's like this machine of like world building where it's like we're gonna do this show. So we could get this right, this group of writers a rest. We're jumping into this show when we're giving this like this era or whatever have you. This part of Star Trek. That's sort of the thing. So it's like, be patient. Something will come, just not right now. Like Picard just ended. Like everyone is like turned like and I love Brian, but it's like Brian himself is very self-aware of this, which is great, by the way. But he was like, "Oh, now I get the Snyder Bros. Now I get it." But and it just, and the Picard thing just literally it just ended. It's like, dude, be patient. It's coming, man. It was such a hit. It was such a hit. For sure, it's coming.
All right. Cool. So there's also this that I wanted to bring up. I wanted to see what he says. The quote here: Star Trek Picard showrunner Terry Matalas says working on the last 2 episodes nearly killed him.
Drama queen.
I don't know. It was like a movie in a series. So maybe to get it done the way he wanted.
Maybe he ran into the green screen.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay. When MovieWeb asked Matalas what his biggest hope was moving forward, particularly with his proposed Star Trek Legacy series, and how the Picard finale finds 7 and 9 becoming captain of the Enterprise G with Rafi and Jack Crusher in tow, he mused, "My current biggest hope is that everyone really just enjoys this, and then we sent the next generation characters off in a really good way. That everyone likes this next generation of characters." These last 2 hours were really, really hard to make. You know, it's a giant movie. It was like a movie. And it almost killed me, he added with a hint of a smile. So I just want everyone to really like this. Having said that, I would really like to see 7, Rafi, Jack, and Sydney, Ashley, Sharp, Chestnut, and crew continue on. And I'd love to see more of Riker, Geordi, Worf, Beverly, and the rest of the TNG gang continue on. I agree. That was surpassing TV content, those last 2 episodes. It felt like one giant movie at the last 2 episodes. It felt like another Next Generation movie, like theatrical. Yeah.
Did you like the Game of Thrones, the last 2 episodes? Max?
You mean the original Game of Thrones?
Yeah, the original, sorry.
I was disappointed, but I want to go back and watch it.
It felt big though, like that felt like
Yeah.
Would you say those felt like movies too?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
But I want to go back and enjoy them without the baggage. Like removing yourself from the event and time sometimes makes things better. Like you have no expectations, you just go and watch it now. Yeah. I don't want to go through the whole series. I want to just watch the last couple seasons.
You know what? That's the only season I haven't rewatched now that you mention it. I should go back and do that myself.
Yeah. And if you find yourself not enjoying it, just look at the visuals are amazing. The cinematography for those last 2 were great.
I wasn't one of the people who blew up and hated it. Like, you know, I knew what they were doing.
We have a Bruce Campbell story.
Oh, you should save it for tomorrow.
Well, it's not
so good.
Holy shit! CJH.
Okay,
you get like way too close up to the mic. It's like it's my ears.
It's like Close Encounters.
It's like Michael Bay.
Yeah, dude.
It's like CJH dubstep. Like drop the beat, drop the
Skrillex.
beat. Yeah.
Skrillex.
Do you know that Natural Treasure got canceled already?
What?
National Treasure Edge of History.
That show. Oh, I didn't know that. No. That and Willow. And Turner and Hooch and Mighty Ducks all got canceled.
They had a Turner and Hooch show?
Yes,
I had no idea.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
How did that not succeed as like a Disney
It was
Plus show? That's a
because
fun
they didn't
show.
they didn't get the right actor. He
Also,
was not. He was too cheesy.
Also, no one knows this, but the original is actually a really good action movie, like and
Yeah.
violent.
Yeah.
And they're gonna do a Disney version of that. I don't know.
Bruce Campbell returns to TV with heavy metal satanic panic series Hysteria.
Terrific.
The series Hysteria is adding Bruce Campbell to their cast, including Anna Camp, MJ Anthony, all these people I don't know. Deadline reports that Campbell set to play Chief Dandridge in the series. Here's the synopsis of the show.
Okay.
When a beloved varsity quarterback disappears during the satanic panic of the late 1980s, that's going to be interesting. A struggling high school heavy metal band of outcasts realized they could capitalize on the town's sudden interest in the occult by building a reputation as a satanic metal band under a bizarre. Why are you sighing?
No. Continue. Sorry.
Until a bizarre series of murders, kidnapping, and reported supernatural activity triggers a leather-studded witch hunt that leads directly back to them. That sounds interesting. Was that aside for this or something
Power
else?
Rangers show?
Why are you talking about Power Rangers, CJ? What are you talking about Power Rangers? We're talking about satanic. You're breaking me, man. You're breaking my brain. Like, where did Power Rangers come into? It's the 1980s, panic, and you're a heavy rock metal band with the occult. Where does Power Rangers fit into that?
Whoa.
That's heavy.
Heavy metal?
But you don't think this sounds cool? Perp?
I feel, look, Bruce Campbell is a magical man. Let me just say.
Oh, really? He's magical.
Like in terms of the amount of talent,
code.
the amount of talent in that man, and how good he
Wingardium
is.
Leviosa.
And he should have been in Power Rangers for sure, at least in one episode. But yeah, Bruce, I'll always watch and support. But that premise, I felt like I've seen that.
Yeah, you're with it. That's
too.
Like Airheads.
Like like the death
Stranger
metal
Things
the
and
death metal thing, the satanic panic with the death metal thing in the 80s. Like I've seen that a lot recently.
Yeah. And that Stranger Things kid's getting his own show or miniseries.
Oh yeah, lots of people are going on that things are satanic.
There's like
nowadays.
there's one in New Zealand called Deathgasm. Like it's really good. I support. Like it's good, but it's just the premise. And luckily for me, I do hold the principle of it's not what it's about, it's how it is about it. So it could be good. It could be great.
It sounds like fun to me. I think you overthink it. Like
I'm a
if it
horror
sounds
fan, so I'm a horror
yeah,
fan,
yeah.
yeah.
If it sounds fun, I'm all for it.
You're right.
That's what I'm saying. Like
You're right. And
it's not.
Bruce
It doesn't
Campbell.
sound next level to me, but no. But he also
What
did
if-
Briscoe County or whatever
Yeah,
that
oh,
What
show
if
was.
they did a
Dude, I love Briscoe County Jr. Love it.
What if they did a horror dinosaur movie? But
Absolutely.
It's like
That's what we
Jurassic
thought-
Park,
That's
but
what we thought
even
65 was gonna
more.
be.
more scary.
I totally agree with you. I think the video game boom is on the way, and who knows? I think maybe in 20 years we'll get a Dino Crisis movie or something. Like I totally agree with you. I think a really well budgeted, because there is dinosaur horror movies, but they're all like super low budget, not even theatrical releases or anything like that. But a really good, scary, just one dinosaur that's they try to treat it as a horror film could be really good. Could be really interesting. Directed by M. Night.
Cool. Let me bring this up here. Only a few more topics, guys and gals. We have we're almost at 20 likes. We just need one more like, everyone. We're not going to reach the 30 like.
Know about the Antichrist.
What? Wait, what?
He asked if you want to know about the Antichrist. I do.
No, I'm good. Thank you, CJH. I'm good.
damn.
We're moving on.
Why am I getting all these Bible articles?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
The end is nigh.
Dune?
I also like to clarify, I like due date. I was sort of joking because there was like this sort of sadness in the Todd Phillips comedies that
Mhm.
were starting to leak in. I remember in Due Date there was a part where I think it was in Due Date. It could have been Hangover 3, where Zach Galvin starts crying and says it's not funny. I don't like. It was just like
Well-
really weird, but it was good. It was like interesting.
Yeah, his whole life was kind of sad when you look under the surface of it.
Yeah. So I felt like Todd Phillips was leading up to his Joker movie in a weird way. And I call it the
Interesting.
Sad Boy movie.
June
Wait,
part
So
2.
no proof of aliens yet. The Pentagon already said that
I
there
already
was a
have the proof.
UFO.
He's on my channel right now.
Whoa.
I'm yeah.
Pentagon says no credible evidence of aliens.
I will send you to. I'm actually protecting you, CJH. I don't want them to find out. Have a beer, man. I'm running out of topics, Starcipio, too. It's a little bit light on the news until CinemaCon. I think that's happening soon. And then next weekend is the SnyderCon.
Nice.
So we'll see. We'll see. Dune Part 2, I am looking forward to it.
Mhm.
It's better than the first, according to Rebecca Ferguson. Of course she's going to say that.
What? That's a hot take from an actress in the movie. Wow.
Yeah. But the cast is like exploded, though. I honestly, you don't want to interfere with creative vision, but I honestly would make it a 3-parter. They're really
I'm surprised it's
stacking
only
it.
2.
They are really stacking this part 2 as to be massive with the amount of actors that have just signed on. Ferguson gave her opinion on Dune Part 2 during an interview in Jake's Takes, even though she hasn't actually seen the movie herself yet. It's better. Interviewer Jake Hamilton listed Villeneuve's first Dune as number 1 film of 2021 and asked Ferguson to tell him that the follow-up is awesome. She did that, saying, I'm going to say this, Part 2 is better than Part 1, and that's me without seeing it. And that is me saying it based on what I've read, what I've seen, what I filmed. I think it's going to be better. I just, we're still supposed to get it by the end of the year, right?
It's November, isn't it?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even remember all the actors and actresses that have signed on for this Part 2.
Really?
There's been a lot that have joined. What do you think? Are you looking forward to Dune Part 2, Perp?
Yeah. I think it could be better than the first for sure.
Oh, no,
I haven't rewatched
we got breaking news.
I am worried like you. There is a critique to the first Dune where it did feel like a celebrity dump at points where it's like you're not really seeing the characters like Jason Momoa felt like Jason Momoa. That's Jason Momoa in a movie. And now, like as you just said, now there's like way more cast, like a big cast dump, and I think that's a fair critique that I sort of felt that sometimes my immersion was broken.
Okay.
Still like the movie, but yeah, maybe the second one could be way better.
Apparently, James Gunn stole from Zack Snyder.
Oh, I was gonna do the clip. Oh, well,
you can still do the clip.
No.
We'll get to it. We'll get to it.
This is already proven. This is already proven.
Let me just give my thoughts on Dune, please.
Yes.
I love that Dune movie, and I like the David Lynch Dune movie, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And I suggest people go watch the Dune movie that's out there now, and then go watch the David Lynch movie. It's a different. There's some similarities, and it's an interesting experience, is all I'll say. But Villeneuve is a slow director, and the way he puts things on screen, I'm shocked that this is only a second movie. Momoa in the movie was almost an afterthought, to be honest with you, his character.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Sure.
And then you get like Javier Bardem, and his scenes were amazing. So your point about the character dump is an interesting one. But I am super hyped for this film, and I just I wonder how it's going to work with Villeneuve and Crad. There's still a lot of story to tell in the Dune universe, so
yeah,
I don't know if it'll be better, but
Yeah, I heard you mention in the other stream you're a big fan of Delamove's Enemy. I love that movie as well.
Enemy's
probably,
amazing.
That's probably my
Nice,
favorite
yeah.
of his. Yeah, Enemy.
Yeah,
With-
and it's kind of an under the radar movie for whatever reason, even though it's
Yeah.
got Jake Gyllenhaal in it. Hey, it's
Enemy.
filmed in Toronto. There, CGH. It takes place in Canada, so go ahead.
Oh yeah. Did you know that Metropolis was based on Toronto?
No, I didn't know that.
the original Fritz Lang.
Because
Oh.
the creator of Superman is Canadian.
Yeah.
Oh, the city of
So
Metropolis. I thought you
Superman
meant the
is
original Fritz Lang movie.
Canada. Superman is Canadian.
Superman's Canadian. I don't know.
Is that
about
right? I thought he was an alien.
Yeah, he's from Krypton.
He's Kryptonian.
Mm-hmm.
Kryptononian.
Okay. Well,
So the breaking news.
all right.
Yeah, damn.
All right, hold
I
on.
love him, man.
Breaking news.
All right, CJH, this better be good. But you told me already. Oh, I can't read that. Guess which director made Aliens and Small... What? Hold on a second. I can't read it now. You made it too big. Make it smaller again. Oh, wait. Oh, it's on the right. It's on the right. Guess which director made Aliens and Small Town Americana look bland, and which one packed it with Keller?
This is sad.
Hashtag man.
This is just sad, man.
Different.
I feel this is abusive. I feel Max. I feel like we're the paparazzi looking at Jack Nicholson right now. This is sad.
Yeah, I mean,
What is this?
it is sad and for multiple reasons.
What the fuck is
You
this?
can't what the frick? You can't have
Zack
Alien.
Snyder is the blueprint.
Retweet this to me, CJ, because I'm gonna clip this out now because you made me do this. So yeah, Aliens in an Americana town is a comparison. They're completely different tones, completely different. Yeah,
This is an example of why James Gunn sucks. Is essentially what they're trying to say.
I know, but like, okay.
well, the people, the usual criticism for Zack is that
good of Man of Steel, like Zack Snyder
the
has
usual
prettier
criticism
stuff.
for Zack Snyder's films is that they're dark. But this scene shows that he does have Keller for Man of Steel. It's very vibrant. And the Guardians scene looks kind of washed out. But
Say
there's
that
a-
word again.
what?
Say that word again.
Vibrant?
Color.
Keller. Okay.
Breaking news.
You're breaking me, CJH. I'm trying to comment on this this Twitter post. Yeah, Snyder fans are broken. They are. They are. I mean,
why are we
I'm broke.
exploiting that?
What?
Why are we exploiting that? You're exploiting.
I'm
it.
not exploiting it.
Leave 'em
I'm not.
alone.
It's
Jesus,
whatever.
This is so sad.
Yeah.
Like, who cares? Like, what do you like? What does this do?
It doesn't do anything. Hashtag Man of Steel.
It's kind of crazy that they would like
Talk
even
about
that, the Man of Steel shot is not even that nice. It's not a great shot. Zack Snyder's better than that one in that fucking scene. I don't know. Whatever.
I'm broken. Yeah.
These aliens look bland in this small town. F. James Gunn.
Well, I mean,
Here's a ship, and here's a ship in another
I mean,
one.
the context of the scene, this alien scene where they're interacting with all these aliens, and it seems like they have like normal cars. It's weird. It seems like it's very
very
a
clear that
sun-drenched environment for these aliens. You know, that's why it might be washed out. You know,
Thor: Love and Thunder established that there is certain communities in Earth that are inhabiting aliens.
Okay.
That could be a product of this. Like now, it's the story's evolving. Look at that. No one waits.
Well, thank
What-
you for.
What do you think of Star-Lord being the first person to say the F word in
the MCU?
That is shocking to me, to be honest with you.
Do you have that clip? We can watch. That would be fun to watch that clip.
I don't know if you can.
It's one.
People say the F
Well, it
on
is
this channel
bleeped.
all the time. What are you talking about?
But also, like,
Max
no,
Graham
it was just like
it's put out as
copyright.
well.
Copyright.
Marvel's good.
No.
Marvel's good with copyright.
We'll
We
comment over it. We'll make it transformative. Holy jeez, look at the way he said the F word. My God, Chris Pratt.
So that's they gave that to James Gunn. That's fitting. First F word.
I saw one clip from Guardians 3 that I thought was really funny, and one clip that was like super cringe.
What, the one in the elevator? You thought that was
Yeah.
funny? I like that clip. That was a good
No, that one I didn't like. The one I liked is
Really?
when they're trying to get in the car.
You didn't like that elevator clip? I thought that was good comedy.
Don't show it.
No, it was okay. So you have the clip ready?
Yeah.
Don't show it. Oh.
Stay here with Rocket.
Pause it. No,
Watch
you got to
it.
keep
That's who they're
pausing.
coming for.
Pause
I
it.
wanna
Pause it.
This looks so washed out. What the hell? This is dreary for small town America with aliens.
Look at how the aliens look in a small town.
Yeah.
Why isn't there a big
You
ship
see
in the
this?
air?
Are you watching this?
You got to
Yeah.
learn this stuff, CJH. You got to pause it at least 2 more times.
No.
Your suit looks like that, and the house looks like that.
You know what to do with these.
Groot looks horrible.
House, whatever.
I hate the way Groot looks. I'm sorry.
Bro, let the man get his
It
game.
literally looks just like someone's in a Halloween costume.
It's practical.
This is great.
Look at that crappy old Chrysler. What the hell, James Gunn?
Yeah.
You're gonna ruin Superman.
Push it down.
I am pushing down on it.
Push the button. It looks like you're pushing the keyhole.
The what?
There's a button under the handle. Press that in.
Okay.
I gotta tell you, this is making me more excited about
No,
this film.
open
I got my tickets.
Okay. Now what?
Open the door.
Oh wow, there it is.
Base. There it is. Open the
There it
door.
is.
No, you didn't play the end of the clip.
Wait, is there more?
Yes, there's
No,
more.
don't
There's
spoil it, please. Don't spoil it.
Don't
We got
spoil it.
the F word. We got the F
Alright.
word. Save some jokes.
It was
Especially-
Nebula's response. She was fun. She was funny.
Okay, for Max.
Bring it up. See what the hell, CJH?
So
Never mind.
Scipio, that Dave Bautista. So there's a thing. These actors, I happen to know this because I have buddies who are heavy into weightlifting and they're middle-aged guys, so they know about this. HGH, the stuff that's like the fountain of youth for making these guys buff and everything, has a tendency to create what's called an HGH gut, but it's just kind of like happens. So I think that's what's happening with Dave Bautista. You know, God bless him.
God, Dave Scipio, don't look at my gut.
Can you
Jeez.
type in the comment an example? Because I'm thinking of one of an HGA. I don't want to call anyone out.
Well, you know, when you see that weird like barrel gut, I don't know how to describe it. My buddies, I think they call it
Here,
barrel
I
gut.
put a name in the chat. You let me know if you know this guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're describing.
Well, no, he openly talks about taking HGH.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's not a secret, Joe Rogan. He
Okay.
talks about taking HGH and testosterone therapy, but it has a tendency to develop. That's a great example, by the way, actually, of that. But the side effect is that, you know, you're pumping iron, you're building muscle, and you're waking up like a teenager.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat. I'm trying to do segues here. It's not pretty.
Joe Rogan's in Mortal Kombat?
No, that would be.
Why
Yeah.
not? I would watch that.
DLC character, baby. Let's
This is
go.
actually this is from the hashtag show.
That's amazing.
Exclusive. Mortal Kombat. I think they got a heads up by the toys. Actually, that might be where some scoops come from. Is a lot of blockbuster movies. They have people that work in the toy industry too. That could be besides the visual effects, the toy industry and license stuff can really. You could get a lot from that. So, exclusive Mortal Kombat is bringing some of the biggest, scariest characters from the games to the sequel. Mortal Kombat was released in the midst of the pandemic. It actually did pretty good profit-wise. Sequel was greenlit. I heard Ed Boon is going to be more involved. It starts filming in June 2023. Also, Johnny Cage was hinted.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, hinted at the sequel.
Jesus.
But I think they're did they get this from some toys? Hold on. Well, the major plot details are still under wraps, so you can expect 2 huge fan favorite characters to make their debut in the movie, Baraka and Shao Kahn. Oh, they're just guessing. This is a bullshit article. Damn it. I thought they said they got this from some toys. I misread it. But Shao Kahn, Baraka, Katana.
I thought you
It
said
also-
Johnny Cage.
Well, I know for sure Johnny Cage.
Okay.
I think they should get what's his name from Cobra Kai? Johnny Lawrence.
To play Johnny Cage?
Yeah.
He's a little bit old, I think.
Well, so is Johnny Cage.
No, if they're gonna make yeah, I guess they're gonna make a middle-aged Johnny Cage. I guess.
Yeah, fading star, right? Sort of the deal.
I suppose. Yeah.
Um,
That's actually good casting then, if you think about it. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry
If,
for that bullshit article.
I do have one request.
Mhm.
I really have a problem with the last movie's intercutting between fight scenes. No. For the final fight, between one fight to another fight, that completely loses the hype. Let's do like one fight at a time, maybe a big fight with everyone in it if you want, but like let's work on that for that sequel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of room to improve from that movie.
Yeah,
I think it was.
so.
I think it was a good starting point, though. I
Do
know.
you I like Paul Anderson's more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one.
Yeah. the
Paul
original.
Thomas Anderson did a Mortal Kombat movie.
Oh yeah, before Boogie Nights.
Really?
No.
Check that out.
It's Paul W.S. Anderson,
No, I
known
know.
as
I've seen.
Paul Widescreen Anderson. That's how you remember it. Loves that widescreen.
Superman and Lois. Lex Luthor, creepy first footage of Lex Luthor released. He's the guy that was in Walking Dead for a while. That actor. I'm looking forward to it. They're not showing the front of him. I'm excited that Lex is gonna. I want to start watching this series again.
I have not seen one episode. I've only heard about the hype.
Yeah, the thing that's still is
terrible. That Superman. I got to be honest with you. Does that look like a good picture of Superman?
When he's in the costume, it looks padded, but when he's Clark, he does a really good job.
He looks intense. I saw on YouTube a fight scene, and it was incredible. Like the CGI they put in this thing. It honestly rivaled Man of Steel. Like not in the choreography. I'm saying in the effects wise, the quality, the effect of a city fight. They did it looked epic. Made me want to watch the show. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're making like a hardcore Lex Luthor. Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Ooh. Rumor.
Oh, it's not going to be Jesse Eisenberg or version of Lex Luthor.
Yeah. Once the bell is rung.
Snyder said that it will include Lex or all in Superman Legacy. The thing that I'm told is that Lois Lane, Jimmy Olsen, and that Lex Luthor are all in the movie Superman Legacy. I hope so. I like the big villains. There, everyone's like, don't do Doom, don't do Lex. I like that. I think they wait too long for some of this stuff. Just like the original, the Green Lantern with Deadpool guy, Ryan Reynolds. It would have been cool if they just did Sinestro. Mark Strong as Sinestro was great.
Yeah.
At the end, that tease for the next movie that never got made.
Yeah, but they've done Lex Luthor so many times.
Man, I gotta tell you, James Gunn writing Lex Luthor, he might steal the show.
No, so the only way I want to see Lex Luthor is in that big green suit of his.
He's eventually going to bring Lex Luthor if this is like the Gunn universe. I mean, I just wonder for the first movie.
Maybe it's a more in the background thing. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe he's even friends with it. He does like a friends angle with him first. or
Right, like a
something.
parallel rise, and then they meet somehow. Yeah, I guess so.
Or not even that. It's like he actually meets Lex, and he doesn't know the shady side of Lex at first, or something like that. While fighting another thing, and then later in the movie, build up Lex in a different way.
See, you're describing how they should do the Fantastic Four film with Reed Richards, and Dr. Doom in college.
Yeah.
I had one more top. Yeah, I'm up for that. I want to see Lex. I want to see their relationship. I don't know if I believe that specific scoop though. I think he's just guessing there.
Mm.
The one last thing I wanted to talk about was the Mandalorian again. It's about Moff Gideon. I saw someone's video.
Oh, there is a clone because of mustache.
Yes, CJH. Wait.
Damn.
Yeah,
This
CJH has said this too. Here's
I say
here's
we
the-
keep CJH as a threat when you
Well-
don't come on time. He just spoils all the news.
well. I was also going to talk Finn being back. Finn apparently, again, Mister. You're not going to Disney Plus me, John Boyega. There's
Wait,
talk
so this
of-
was a backup thumbnail you had going?
This was the other thumbnail I was thinking about doing before I switched to Fantastic Four.
Mm-hmm.
And the real Moff. There he is with the mustache. There he is without.
Are
That's
you
a good
implying Finn is Moff? And there's some sort
No.
of time loop thing going on?
No, it's just two Star Wars topics.
Okay.
They didn't have anything. They're not connected. But yeah, this
Wait,
does.
does that mean John Boyega could play King?
No, it doesn't mean that. We're talking about Star Wars.
Start a petition, CJH.
Yeah, start a petition. We
I
saw
will.
this scene in Mandalorian. He goes down in flames. He kind of sounds mechanical. And then there's the image of him in the tank where he opens his eyes. No mustache.
Great image.
You know, would it be something that small, like that differential? It's not the original because he doesn't have a stash. Why does Moff Gideon? Maybe he just decided to shave.
What in a world of clones, what does original even mean?
Oh, wow, that's deep. But yes, clones would not have that mustache grown as they were developing. Well, no, they'd actually have beards because they're developing. You'd think they're not shaving while they're.
Well, this clone does he even have hair? It's hard to tell at the top. He's got eyebrows.
Certainly eyebrows.
They could also control how they grow them, right? I think in Attack of the Clones, they were controlling, they were speeding
True.
up the aging process.
Yeah.
Who knows where the technology went from there in terms of bodily hair, all this stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think all those clones died?
I think the one that opened his eyes, and if he's got force sensitivity, just like Grogu in this little sequence here, is protecting them. Well, he's going in flames. But look, if Grogu can save himself like that, potentially a force sensitive clone, although it'd be pretty hard to swallow to wake up from being a clone and then immediately use your force power, but it's possible. It's plausible still, but it's like that might be too bit of a stretch. You just woke up and you're already proficient in the force where you could save yourself. I don't know, but then Grogu did it, so I don't know. Do you think that was the main Moff? Would the real Moff Gideon please stand up? I don't know. And I still go back to that mechanical noise when he was walking around. I don't get that.
Yeah. I can't. I just feel like disposing of a character like him and that actor would be premature, and the clone thing that you're talking about gives him an easy way out.
Mm-hmm.
And nobody ever is dead in Star Wars.
No one's ever
right?
really gone.
No one's ever really gone.
Yeah.
He's a good actor. Yeah.
I just think I just doubt that you introduce a storyline that also could link up to the sequels with Snoke and the Emperor of Force sensitive clones and just like, oh, that's all they get until the sequel trilogy.
There's also like, this guy, I think he's also blowing up. He's only going to get bigger, right? So there's only going to be more hype to bring him back.
Do you think they're actually trying to use George Lucas's original plan, but do it in between the sequels and the?
Well, George Lucas's original plan was that Luke Skywalker would give over the carrying on of the Jedi, whatever, temple and all that to a female.
Yeah,
Jedi.
but didn't he also have the whole Darth Maul
Yeah, well, that's true.
story as well? So this is their way of like doing an alternate version of that, I guess, without Darth Maul.
Interesting. They've dropped Darth
But with
Maul since
the-
that Solo movie, haven't they?
Yeah.
But
They're
I mean,
saving. I think because Solo underperformed, they're saving Maul for something bigger. Or saving for
Well,
something.
well, the Mandalorians that are
notice all
around.
all the Mandalorian armor is basically Maul's Mandalorian.
Well, the Mandalorians that might be on Moff's side are said to be alluded to be from Maul's crew. The Mandalorians, yes. All right, so we have an amazing mailbag of 2 questions. Weedus Christ.
I'm really slacking. With the
Yeah.
Yeah, you
question.
are.
You're
Do
too
you-
busy on Twitter, CJH. You got to get some questions in here.
Do you think The Flash will have a high Rotten Tomato score? I doubt it, unless it's really good.
Well, the question is twofold: from critics and from audience. You have to answer.
Yeah,
both
yeah.
ways.
From critics, I doubt it, unless it's really good, because they are not. I feel that they are more lenient with Marvel than they are for DC, and Marvel's been getting bad for critics.
Birds of Prey.
too.
Birds of Prey.
Birds of Prey.
Got a good critic score.
I can't explain that one. It's an anomaly. Usually they bash DC.
I think with the amount of hype The Flash is, it's a good movie. I think critics will respond accordingly.
There's
And it's gonna be
also
high tomato meter.
the cancel culture side that still hasn't forgiven
I'm
Ezra
thinking-
and the industry too.
I'm
There is
thinking
that aspect. There is that aspect. People might give it a harsher score just because they're releasing the movie with Ezra.
No,
People still believe the accusations.
no, not with critics. No, they're
I
gonna
think so.
nope, they're gonna do we don't agree with the thing, but this movie is good, and we will not, because that's also a thing too. And critics like
Okay.
to be as progressive and as possible as well in that
Alright.
term. They don't really cancel people in their reviews. Real
And then-
critics, at least.
And then thank you, Darcipio, for bringing this up. Hey, Max, what's your take on Cleopatra being black in the Netflix series? I don't know. I mean, there could be, I don't know, black Egyptians potentially too.
He messed up.
There's also
in a documentary. The second one.
We just Christ says it shouldn't matter if a white actor plays Martin Luther King. It's not the exact comparison, Darcipio.
In a documentary.
Yeah.
Damn. Let's throw that part down.
But
people have said she's
but the origins of Cleopatra, I did a quick Google search. There's different ethnicities that she could be part of too. I don't know. The only thing that's kind of cringe to me is that Jada Pinkett Smith is behind the development of it too, and she's like this. She's gone on record to say she wants this to be a black woman's story. I'm like, okay. I don't know. I have to find that quote too. Honestly, I don't care that much. If I did care, I would want them to. I do think they should attempt to get as close to the origins of Cleopatra as possible.
Let's be fair, right?
Because they did wash with Elizabeth Taylor back in the day.
Well, forget that. That's old news.
Yeah.
If we want to be, we got to be fair, right? If we want a
Yeah.
Hawaiian Moana, we should
Yeah.
want a whatever she was, like Middle Eastern, I guess, or Greek. I guess that's what her original heritage was, Persian and Greek. Why can't they get an actress to do that?
Yeah, so that's what I've consistently found too. Just to give you the Google search.
I feel like, but they have, right? Or they haven't, right? How many Cleopatra movies have there been?
There's not been many, actually. I don't think. Ancestry.
Oh my God! They got you set up right there for it.
Wait. What?
They already put the picture. They know what everyone's looking for.
Well, yeah, like I said, Persian. She's Middle Eastern, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and Greek, which is like Mediterranean type thing.
I just don't know the artistic intent of this Cleopatra series.
Yeah, that's
It
true
could,
too. The
it could
context
be
will
a
help.
star like. Do we have a problem with Kate Blanchett playing Bob Dylan in a movie? You know, like this is all artistic expression. We don't know the intent of this thing, so that's the way I see things. They could have a take where they wanted a black Cleopatra for who knows, for whatever artistic reason they feel.
People are going to assume the reason is woe. You know,
Yeah,
like
whatever. That's not a reason.
I know. No, I know. Macedonian Greek ancestry with some Persian and Sogdian Iranian ancestry.
See, I'm all for actors of the heritage playing the character. I'm really for that. I do think that's fine.
And there sort of like a need for more authentic Egyptian representation.
Yeah,
like,
what have we seen? The girl in Moon Knight?
Yeah.
You know?
So that's the other thing that's slightly disappointing.
Yeah.
Let me see if I could find Jada Pinkett Smith comment.
Well, I don't trust anything Jada Pinkett Smith.
I think there could be. I guess I'm asking for a world where both you could have like this crazy stylized, different race, different culture that it's taking a story from another culture or whatever. You could have that, and then you could have like your apocalyptos where it's like they're trying to be as authentic as possible. And it's like you could love both, and they're both different because they both have different intent, you know?
It's interesting. The problem is with today's climate, though, like Max said, they had Elizabeth Taylor playing. That would never fly if Netflix produced a show with, you know, Anya Taylor-Joy playing Cleopatra or something like that.
Maybe, but if we had someone like Elizabeth Taylor, like I don't use that exact example, but let's say something like
Angelina Jolie
or Ghost in the Shell, right? Like something like Ghost in the Shell had Scarlett Johansson because it's freaking Scarlett Johansson. You know, you're gonna move mountains for that.
This is where I'm like, oh god, Jada Pinkett. I found the quotes. Oh god.
Is it? Let me guess. Is it pretentious and egotistical?
Let's dissect this. Let's try to be careful here. But oh my god. Okay, so executive producer Jada Pinkett Smith new Netflix documentary series, and it is being portrayed as a documentary. Yes.
Documentary.
Wait, so this is just reenactments? Jesus fucking Christ, man!
I didn't know that either.
Fucking Christ.
Explores the lives of prominent. I mean, this is like me and
like I was on your side.
We're pretty progressive, and even we're like, come on, give us a break here. You're doing whatever with all the anti-SJW say.
Yeah, it is the document. I can't. All right. All
right. So let's read this. Let's read this.
My argument.
Okay, executive producer Jada Pinkett Smith's new documentary series. I'm going to clip this out now. Explores the lives of prominent
SJW gets owned
and iconic African queens. This first season will feature one of the most famous and powerful queens, Cleopatra, which the trailer and check out the first look images ahead of its release. Although I say the makeup looks really good. And I mean, she looks like a nice actress. I don't know.
It's a documentary.
Yeah.
She's a reenactress.
She's okay. Smith's upcoming documentary series explores the lives of these historic African queens. The season will feature Queen Cleopatra, the world's most famous, powerful, and misunderstood woman. She was a daring queen whose beauty and romances came to overshadow her real asset, her intellect. Cleopatra's heritage has been the subject of much academic debate, which has long been avoided by Hollywood. Now the series reassesses this fascinating part of her story. This is Jada. We don't often get to see or hear stories about Black queens. Smith shares in a statement, and that was really important for me as well as for my daughter and just for my community to be able to know these stories because there are a ton of them. The series is also narrated by Jada and being heard through the trailer. Cleopatra is a queen who many know about, but not in her truth. Smith continues, she's been displayed as overtly sexual, excessive, and corrupt, yet she was a strategist in intellect and a commanding force of nature who fought to protect her kingdom, and her heritage is highly debated. So she is using that angle, I think. The season will dive...
And the fact that Egypt is technically in Africa. So
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know.
The season will... it seems like
She hasn't
she's
said
taken
anything
liberty.
outrageous. I was expecting.
Here's my initial take, that she is taking liberties with the highly debated heritage part to fit her Africa Queens series, and to start it out with one, a very prominent queen, and to use that debated thing for. That's my take, at least. I think she's I think she's taking a little bit of liberties with the debate on Cleopatra's heritage.
I'd like to hear the opinion of African American women about this sort of thing. Honestly, like what they think of this, because this is not accurate. Sorry, sorry, not sorry. It's not accurate.
Yeah,
and especially if it's a docuseries.
That's where it's like I really want to think about it, because it is interesting. It's like, okay, because I could see angles, but I am leaning towards I feel a little uncomfortable saying documentary, but at the same time, I feel uncomfortable saying that. So I really want to think about it.
Yeah, it just makes me think like she's doing something for the sake of doing it and creating her own narrative. But calling it she loses poetic license to it.
It's like, why even do it? Why like look at these shots? Those shots are fine for a movie. Just make a movie, right? Like
she's kind of.
But she won't be able to narrate and talk.
I feel like she's kind of exploiting the debate on the heritage debate. Starsipio. No, there are actually there. Just so you guys know, there are people suing. Yes. We should actually.
Is that real? Part. Like the country is suing a bunch of people?
No, not
signed a petition over along with CJH organizing it for them.
Now we're gonna see how the word suing and petition overlap.
Oh, there you go. It starts as a petition and it graduates to suing.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yes, we ranked the. We did talk about Fantastic Four earlier, Michelet.
All right, let me bring this up here. Well, I mean, like, why do we need all this? This is,
What, Cleopatra?
Oh, hey, Todd. Don't worry, we're getting the Snyder cut real soon. We're getting the Snyder sequel real soon, Todd. Wasn't just the turkey. That's just for Todd.
Okay.
Okay, so here is Netflix sued by Egyptian lawyer for portraying Cleopatra as black.
Yeah, that's going to go a long way.
I don't know.
I was going to prove. Well, I don't know about it. If he's suing them in Egypt, I don't know what the law is over there, but yeah.
In order to preserve the Egyptian national and cultural identity among Egyptians all over the world, there must be pride in the making of such work.
It's not an Egyptian movie.
I don't know. It's just
an Egyptian movie.
Yeah. Season 2 of African Queens premieres May 10th. All right. That's all I have to say about that.
That's an interesting topic, and we gave some opinions, delved into it, and kind of got.
I feel like
at the same time we ran away from it. Like, it's great.
Yeah, I ran away. I tapped out. I got to be real. I'm like, oh god. Yeah.
We did it both. We had it both ways. We finally had our cake and ate it too.
Nuance. There you go.
Yeah. CJ, what's your thoughts? He doesn't want to comment on controversial stuff.
No.
No. He says no.
he says no to the black Cleopatra. Why? Oh. Why no to her? Why?
Whoa.
He didn't say that. Don't put words in his mouth.
I'm joking.
Oh man, it really makes it. Jada really makes it hard to like her. I'm sorry.
Yeah, not even Oprah could do it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't watch the Oprah.
That's why I actually think she gave a kind of a tame, like, well done, like, interview when she didn't say anything outrageous, but her Oprah interview, oh my god, I didn't understand what she was saying.
Oh, really?
All right, that's all I got in the tank. The Bud Light's kicking in. I'm getting messages from Rational. When do you get on Xbox? Okay. I'm sorry, but changing historical fact is simply because people are so sensitive of error truly is offensive, even we know figures like Cleopatra in their history. I mean, there's some debate on her ethnicity, but I think she's taken it to an extreme because of that.
I don't like the double standard. It's like, again, like I said, I'm all for Use a Polynesian actress from Moana. It would actually look stupid to me to do anything otherwise. You know, I like that they had an Asian girl for Sabine, even because clearly, I mean, she seemed to be Asian in the cartoon. But it's like, you know, let's have some kind of consistency here.
Yeah. It's probably going to get a lot of views too. That episode.
Will it?
Yeah, I think because people are going to be like, "What's this?"
Well, I want to watch it now to see what she's doing.
Yeah, see?
So, yeah.
I don't watch docs.
Oh yeah.
She missed it.
We'll
She
tune in
wrote-
tomorrow
I would've
for
watched it.
the little movie Raptor Appreciation Street, and I started watching the original Evil Dead today. I only got like 20 minutes in though.
So you
then
didn't
I
even
had-
get to the Evil Dead part.
Well, I was watching on my phone. The app I was watching the movie on was having an issue, and then I stopped.
I think you could skip the first one. Go to the second one. I think you'll have more fun with the second one. That's where Raimi became what Raimi.
What,
is.
you talking about Army of Darkness?
No, Evil Dead 2. I don't. The first Evil Dead there is some charm to its low budgetness, but it's for the most part taken seriously. It's my personal favorite. But Evil Dead 2 is when Raimi's voice was really.
That's a classic
being heard.
Raimi film, but I feel like Max, who's not into horror films and not into this thing, I think Army of Darkness would be the way for him to start, don't you think?
Yeah, probably.
It would probably keep him more engaged. It's not a pure horror movie.
Yeah, it's
and
really
it's good.
funny,
I
too.
mean, yeah, it's a fun movie for sure. It's a fun movie.
It has a Mandalorian. Well, I guess Mandalorian had a reference to Army of Darkness. Maybe you'll catch it.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Very blatant.
But yes, I will check it out and then tune in tomorrow for our awesome appreciation stream for a good friend.
Yeah, so
And
if you're a fan of the, sorry, Max, if you're a fan of that Raimi Army of Darkness, how did you feel about Multiverse of Madness?
I loved Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
I thought
it was a Raimi film, wasn't it? Like old school. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it felt it too. I loved the musical fight. I thought that was great, very creative, very fun. But I'm also like a really, really big. I think Scarlet Witch is currently the one my favorite character in the MCU right now, and I thought she killed it in that. I love that she was the antagonist. My favorite scene was when she was chasing them in the underground in the other parallel universe, and she has this limp like Jason. It was like a slasher film. I love that. I thought that was fantastic. I think my one critique would be the third act. I wanted a little more from that third act, a little more. I thought the Demon Wings was cool, but other than that, maybe a little more. But yeah, I loved it in general.
Yeah, same. And I mean, and I wonder if it's because Sony had part to do with this, but they let Raimi kind of do his thing in that movie, which is kind of surprising for a Marvel movie.
I think Kevin Feige is sometimes if he's a fan, he'll just let them play a little more.
I didn't like it that much the first time, but rewatching on Disney Plus, I really enjoy Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I got to give him credit for letting Raimi do his thing, because that is a Sam Raimi film. Like, it's got all the old tropes that he used, if you want to call them tropes, or his stylistic, the world he creates. It's definitely of that sort,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if you like that, Max, you'll love Army of Darkness, no question.
Yeah, Army of Darkness is great, and I feel it's a lot of why I think Kevin Feige is a fan. Like, that Ash character in Army of Darkness feels very Star-Lordy in terms of like he's supposed to be like kind of cringe, he's trying to impress people, and sort of being a badass at the same time. Like, I feel like that sort of Marvel staple sort of came from or was influenced by that. So I think, Voltaire's right. Go Army of Darkness.
All right, cool. So that is where we're going to end it. I'm sorry, my computer's clunking out too. My computer's all freezing up. Oh, I should get a new computer. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Perp.
Build one.
CJH.
Thank you, Max. As always. Thank you.
All right,
boys. A lot of fun.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Good night.
I want to see what's up with